What's up, everyone? Hello, hello. It's, I used the wrong transition, but that's fine. We'll just pretend we used the fade, because it wasn't necessary. Hi! What's up, Jabba?
Hi, Wolsk. How you doing?
Doing alright!
That's great!
Yeah,
So what are we doing?
This is the arena! Hi everyone, welcome to the arena! This is the post-Fangame Adventure speedrun tournament stuff. Basically, what this is it is a whole bunch of 1v1s or even more than that. And anyone can race anyone else. You can just use our Discord server, !arena. The fast Discord servers where you will set them up. You can find people to play against. And there's going to be a whole bunch of different races and stuff you can do. So this specific one is with Cosmoing and Arzztt. And who knows what game they're going to be playing. Ooh, definitely doesn't say it.
It's a mystery.
So we are going to let them hop in, and we got our fancy arena game maker thingy made by Mr. Cosmoing, so that'll be lit. Hello there.
Hello, mama.
Jesus Christ. Hi.
Hi, boys.
Are you looking forward to the match?
Oh, I'm looking, no doubt about it.
My first time playing Pendulum in like 3 months, I'm... you know?
Yeah, I know. Alright, we're gonna roll the game. Who knows what it'll be?
Oh, hell.
What could it be?
It's a mystery. Whoa.
What?
No way.
Cosmoing and Arzztt in Pendulum?
That's wild.
You like the spin button, don't
It's
you?
really good, especially when you spam it and they get stuck.
Yes, I love that
Holy
too.
shit. It's awesome.
Fixed.
Man didn't set the image angle equals 0 at the end of the event.
No, I did, but then you run 2 events at the same time.
I guess that's fair, yeah.
So we're going to be doing I Want to Be the Pendulum with Cosmoing and Arzztt. This is a special race though, because the two of
too
them...
good.
Yeah, Cosmo's just too good at video games, and also this video game.
Specifically
so
this one, yeah.
they are going to be going off in medium versus easy. Medium being the harder difficulty, easy being the one that's more reasonable.
Yeah.
So
That's
you are
true.
both on the stream and visible and such.
I know I see myself. It's I look so good right now.
How's it feel to have an
Alright,
existence?
I'm gonna be honest, feels horrible. Let's get this on the road.
Huge.
Hold on. Alright, limiter's off.
Oh, the limiter's off. Rock Lee's
December
going.
7th, it is 0 degrees outside. I'm short t-shirt.
And I believe we are going to be opting to do this in how are we doing this?
Great question.
Audio
Not
wise?
the same as yesterday, probably.
Yeah.
Really? Did you fix the audio issues?
No.
Well, no, I mean it's not really something that's easily fixable.
I
It's
mean,
not an
look,
issue so much as a complication that's nearly unavoidable.
Don't worry, we could carry if we need to, believe me. And the last time I was let to carry the stream, I got muted. So...
Alright, well, we will do it the normal way, and we'll get you two in your own voice channel, and then we'll get going, and Jabba and I will handle the commentary while you two can discuss words with mouth.
Hell yeah.
That's weird.
I prefer feet.
Not allowed. Not on this stream.
Okay, what about like hand puppets?
Okay, that'll
Oh.
work.
Okay. I'll have to go get a sock. Maybe we can summon Socko here.
Can I just get my rat?
Your rat.
That's fair. That's yeah. Actually, I only have one form of communication. Hold on.
Oh, you getting the grub? I think he's getting the grub.
Oh, he's got his yikes sign.
You know, that's fair. That's just fair. That's just fair.
It's a good sign.
I should have done 1+1. I should have done 1+1.
Right, I forgot with this camera angle. Grub isn't like. Oh no! Wait, actually, sorry. I'm sorry. I hate to delay the race. Hold on.
This is very important.
This is for the best.
We gotta get the grub.
All right,
Oh, that is really cute.
Let's go the grub.
Look at him. Are you going to bed? Are you sure you're racing or?
Bro, I have this blanket at my chair. This is the getup.
I got a blanket on too. Honestly, get with the times, Jabba.
I was expecting it. I was expecting it. It's hot where I am at the moment, so.
Oh.
Yes, it's cold around these parts.
It's also cold when my only hoodie is like in the washer.
All right, wait. So, before we start Cosmo, so how does the route go? Do you go Rhythm Heaven and then the train, and then just keep going?
I do train first, and then I go backwards.
Oh, you go backwards?
So you start with 1, then go 12 to 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Fatal Frame's the last one.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try to do that then.
All right, deal.
Firm hand. How do we firm handshake?
Oh wait, no, hold on. You're to my right, so like this.
Oh, wait. Is it, or is it the other way?
So, I can't see the other voice channel, by the way, so I can't move you two. So
you just move yourself.
Well, move myself where? There is no other voice channel for me.
Oh right.
Oh wait, yeah, he doesn't have the commentators.
Yeah.
I guess I can. Can I just? I guess I can't because you need Jabbathehut to do it. I guess I can just drag Arzztt to commentators and then we can go there.
Yeah, I guess.
Or
That's
I can
just
drag
gonna
you
be
two
Yeah.
over there. I don't know. What do you want to do? I'll just drag you over there, actually.
All right, that
Okay,
works.
sounds good.
You get like a 10-second lead then, Arzztt.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, fair race.
Nice.
All right,
All
let's
right,
get the race going then.
Yeah, do you want? You can count it down.
Okay. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Yippee! All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Good luck.
I can't drag you there. I can't drag Arzztt there either.
Oh, no. False start. Hold on, I'll have to.
All right, false start.
Alright.
Jabba, are you in the FM Discord?
Yeah.
You want to just go there?
Are we going? All right, sure, works for me.
All right, let's all just move to Fangame Marathon Discord real quick.
Oh wait, I'm not in that Discord.
You just.
What do you mean you're
that's
not
what he
in that
just asked.
Discord? We literally just asked, "Are you in the Discord?" You
I
said
thought
yes.
I misunderstood. I'm not. How do you get in there?
I'll throw you.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, just throw me a little bone. I was gonna say.
Where's our invites?
I don't know. I just go to their I go to our Angus and then just copy it from there.
All right, you can do it then.
All right.
Alright, so do I go to the general?
Yeah, we'll go to general. I'll drag you to. Anuj is in live. Anuj, what are you doing?
Alright. The flock of birds migrating during the winter takes place.
Flock
Where
of
are we going?
seagulls haircut.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You have the invite
Okay.
link.
All right, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, we got a new member. All right,
really?
let's go.
Okay.
No, he's back.
Oh!
Oh my god, hey.
Yay!
There we
Everyone
go. We
is
did
here.
it. Perfect.
Everyone is here.
This is why you don't have one person be in charge of an entire Discord server.
Yeah, I should have thought about that.
Too late.
All right, let's do the countdown. You want to do it, Jabba?
Yeah, I could do it. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. That was very nice, very nice.
Have fun.
Yippee!
Good luck.
Wahoo!
Bing bing wahoo. Bing,
All right,
wahoo.
now that we got that
love
settled.
Bing Bing Wahoo.
Hi,
We
everybody.
do like bing bing wahoo.
We really
Alright,
do.
Can I dodge this trap?
No way.
All right, this is Pendulum. We saw this already. I think, wasn't this the first game ran?
What? Where?
During-
Oh, yeah, during Fast. Yes, it was the first game.
What do you mean where?
My immediate thought was Fangame Marathon because
We're in the
we were just talking about it and I was like, oh yeah, Fangame Marathon. Ever. On day one, God created. On day two, they ran Pendulum.
That'd be scary. So anyway, so the order that they're doing it in, they have to do it. I already forgot the order.
They're going with 1 first, and then they go 12 to 2.
Okay.
So they're
Sounds good.
starting with the very, very first one, and then going to the last one and working backwards.
Okay. All right.
Which is certainly a way to do it.
Before Pendulum, no games were run. It is actually true.
I mean, they wanted
Yeah,
they wanted to do it in a unique way, so.
Pendulum.
Yes,
I mean, I'm assuming he does it in that order like Cosmo because of the order
Yeah,
that
the
he's
background.
most scared of for the levels or something. Like to reset quickly or something. You know what it probably is? He probably wants to do Rhythm Heaven like really early because it's Weird Champ,
Oh yeah, it's so jank. That's completely fair.
but the clock starts on 1, so it makes more sense to go backwards rather than immediately go to Rhythm Heaven at 12 and then do something.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Okay.
What are the odds that we can actually sing Happy Birthday?
Apparently, it's Anuj's birthday. That's
Yo, happy birthday,
Alright, so-
Anuj.
Happy
Go in a
birthday.
Oh my god.
Happy
They're
Who's a
saying
good
happy
birthday
birthday.
boy?
To you.
Oh, they're singing.
Happy birthday, Anuj. Happy birthday,
Ooh.
Anuj.
They're really hitting it.
Happy birthday, Anuj.
Discord delay with singing always works out.
I was gonna say it's always a
I died
good
of the
time.
bullets.
A friend of mine was saying we should do a karaoke stream sometime in Discord, and I was like, you realize how impractical it is, right?
I bet it's
Yeah, it won't work.
I could bet my left nut that's not Douche's birthday, I'll be honest.
Alright, I'll bet my right.
So as you can see, if you do not understand the run category, Cosmo's on normal version, aka hard mode. Arzztt is on easy version, aka the version most people should play.
Bro, true Flava. Karaoke.
And Cosmo has more experience speedrunning the game but hasn't played it in a long time, hence why this race is approximately even,
Would never
because
happen in
Arzztt is
America.
also very good. Both players very, very good,
Well,
and
I
they're,
Yeah.
they're
make my way over
kind of
sometime.
working with what they have. Cosmo taking a bit of a handicap.
Oh.
Alright, boss one, let's get it. Me.
Oh, I forgot you have to watch the Bowser
not-
intro
not
first.
me.
First boss, Love Live.
Not that anime.
You're
You got Maki riding the
Kitora.
Nico balloon. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't.
Nico.
Is this like a reference or something? Because I don't get it. But
It is fantastic.
It's a reference in the
Hey,
sense
watch
that
Bochi the Rock.
Hey,
Maki's from Love Live.
Please.
okay, so
You
anime.
are-
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
Okay, that's valid. That's fair.
it's an idol anime,
Also watch Fangame Marathon.
That's also content.
like IDOL. Just
Basically
in case you were
consume
confused.
I figured you meant
Be
that.
a
Okay.
consumer,
Just making sure.
support capitalism.
Absolutely support capitalism. The working
I think-
class.
Let's go.
What is it? Art's in the lead so far? Only by a little bit, of
We
course.
love the
But
working
Yeah.
oh, never mind. No, he died. Never mind.
Shuffle.
Oh, pathetic.
No.
Well, Boss One Death is actually just the saddest thing that could happen.
And the song playing is
Hey, you wanna do a
I
little
believe
bit
it's
of rap?
Zurui Magnetic.
Of what?
It is
Sorry,
a song
I
from
kinda
Maki
failed
and Nico.
speaking.
Ooh.
I'll get there in a bit.
It's basically the Yuri
boss
song.
one actually takes fucking longer on medium.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think all the bosses take longer on medium.
That's pretty close, but like you don't have the 2 intermissions.
Yeah, I can't imagine going up against Cosmo
yeah,
though.
yeah,
He
yeah.
seems
Alright.
too elite.
Yeah, for those who don't know, the arena, again, !arena for more information, but I'll talk about it with my mouth currently right now, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
The arena is a bunch of races and stuff. Basically, now that the Fangame Adventure Speedrun tournament itself is over, now we have the arena. You can just match with whoever you want.
You know I didn't.
If you want to join the Discord server, you can find other people. We've got a whole bunch of matches going on. !schedule will tell you some of the ones we have coming up, but we have even more coming, and some that have not even been planned yet in terms of days/times, but we have a whole bunch of things in the pipeline.
I'm alive right now. This is like the worst I've ever played.
Great work, Anuj, minus arena. Fuck.
I don't want to hold that anymore.
Here I was trash talking
I'm sorry,
Anuj, and then I destroyed myself.
I didn't even get a single hit on phase 3.
So we got December 7th with Cosmoing and Arzztt. Be sure to watch out for that. Hopefully that will be an exciting race. I don't know.
Alright, see, you can do whatever I'm having instead.
Let's go.
We also have on December 9th, because we are skipping tomorrow because it's the Game Awards, so if you want to watch the Game Awards, we don't want that intruding.
Oh, yeah, Love Live and all that.
Very
so
true, very true.
December 9th is Anuj versus Jabba, and what will they be playing?
Oh, we're gonna be playing a classic game. We're gonna be playing not another needle game. So
my mic is
get ready for that.
further away. It's because of this.
Something doesn't seem correct about that statement.
That's crazy how that works
So
out.
we're actually gonna be playing Bashi, except with a bit of a
I hope
twist,
Chris
because me and
Pratt is live at
Anuj
the Game Awards.
have both speedrun the game, and we both
would
played
be
it
huge.
countless times, but we haven't played it, I think, both of
I
us
hope
in
there's a
almost
new
a
Mario
year.
game, too. That'd be really
So
funny.
it's gonna be exciting to see if we can remember anything about the game.
We also
Never
have
said that.
we
Shut
also
up.
have races of Eclipse and Save the Ship and See the Moon,
Anuj
maybe
definitely said
Reach
that
the
before.
Moon, a whole bunch of things. So join the Discord. I believe !arena does actually give the Discord link if you would like to set up matches. It does not just have to be 1v1s, but those are the easiest to set up because you only need one other person. Yep, Anuj and I racing JP2.
Okay, so that's real.
No,
Okay, so that's fake.
good call.
Is what I meant to say.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that
Yeah.
was maybe the worst I've ever played, but
All right,
Arzztt, by
Cosmoing
the way-
beating the first boss. Huge.
Arzztt is doing pretty good on the Rhythm Heaven jank, so that's
Make
pretty
a real
good.
game. Step 1.
Well, he was.
I still think he is.
So, Rhythm Heaven, basically it's based on a rhythm game known as Rhythm Heaven, and you go through a whole bunch of stages to learn each of the different mechanics. You'll see there's like Ryu with a punching bag, there's Miku on a car, there's a girl with hammer, there's
Yeah, I
monkey
don't
with
know.
tambourine, there's a whole bunch of different things, and they all work in different ways. Like you can see Cosmoing doing the Love Live section, while Arzztt is hanging out with a monkey. This is more Love Live music. And the thing that they will do is they skip straight to the remix stage, which is kind of like the final trial, and the only thing you actually have to do to win. And you need
You
just
just
need to
get
do
an
like
okay.
well enough. You just need to
You
like
should get
pass.
an okay.
Should be good enough.
Yeah.
That should be
It's
good enough.
insane because
fucked up my
I
monkey. No.
have no idea how
good enough.
people do
That's what
this.
we like
I
to see.
spent
That's what we
hours
love
on
to
this
see.
and I could not beat it.
Messed it up again, it's fine.
I don't know if that's because of jank or it's because I have bad rhythm,
swear,
but
playing Rhythm
I
Heaven
could not
Mega
get
Mix
some
made
of
me
these.
better at that.
I'm gonna immediately, without knowing, say probably both.
It probably was both.
Hour of the dog.
Because some of them I would do perfectly, and then other times inputs wouldn't work. It's a mess. But anyway,
can head back
Art's
to the
passed
front
it
of the
first try. Thank God. We don't have to see it anymore, at least on his side.
So every single one of these has its own like tells for what you're supposed to do.
Oh, right.
Like you can see the hammer girl.
Okay, so we go.
You can see the color of the fruit on top of the thing
Alright,
is
again,
what
you
she
keep
has
your
to
voice
hit.
like
Yeah,
that.
So
of
like
course.
if there's a red fruit, there's 3 in a row. If there's a purple, that's like a short, then a big
I've
hit.
never done that avoidance hit list.
And yeah.
Have you seen that sphere, dude? There's no way.
Bro, have you seen it on easy though?
So,
Yes.
Arzztt going
go in.
into the avoidance section. You may have just seen him do some really easy, unexciting needle. Well, I guess
Actually,
that wasn't
yeah,
the
I forgot how
unexciting
short
one.
that yellow stage is.
Yeah, yellow's crazy short.
It's really good though if you want that HP up or anything else.
So it'll unlock the
I'm not
owavoidance,
gonna lie, yesterday.
or rather, the avoidance is already unlocked from the start, but
I'm hoping
Yes.
I don't lose today.
doing
It would never.
one of the needle things gives you the
messed up
ability
every
to
single
pay
one,
for
but I,
more
like,
HP.
did everything else
You can
very
buy
well.
various things, like you can buy basically a
that'll be-
practice
that'll work
mode,
out.
you can buy
Yeah,
HP,
that
or
was
you can
great.
buy
Really great.
Seeded RNG.
Much
seeded
like,
RNG, there you go. So it
McDonald's,
makes it all
Yeah.
a pattern.
breakfast.
So they obviously do one stage quickly
As
and then
someone
get the
who's only
HP
seen
just
I
to
Wanna
make
Be
it a
the
lot more
Pendulum
safe.
before, how would you order a mixed
Cosmo being on normal
burrito?
mode will mean that the needle is harder,
I love I wanna,
as is
I
the
love I wanna
avoidance
be the
significantly
pendulum.
harder.
I love I wanna be the
The
pendulum.
avoidance in easy mode is kind
I
of
love
bro
I wanna be the
nothing.
pendulum. I
However,
love I
it
wanna be
is
the-
like
no!
maybe my favorite avoidance in all of Fangames. Super good.
It's a pretty good
No,
avoidance, yeah.
No.
No.
Anyway, sounds like Cosmo's crying over the needle he has to
do. You at
do.
least go into the yellow one, or is that too hard?
Oh, the yellow one's insane on medium.
Yeah, no, I remember
I
it
see.
being really scuffed.
It's
Yeah,
like
so the needle
twice as
on-
long as easy.
The needle on normal version
Yeah, no,
is a
I
lot
remember
harder.
There's that one screen
And kind
that
of
has,
weird
like, the
champ. It's not very
squares in the
good.
background.
I didn't
yeah,
like any
terrible.
of the 3 stages when I played it on normal.
I usually do blue on
And,
Yeah.
I'm getting owned right now.
Yeah, I
No,
went
no, you're
straight
right,
for
you're right.
yellow 'cause I knew it was the most
So Cosmo's opting to do blue. They were just
Oh, yeah,
talking about
is,
yellow
like, actually,
because
like, chef's kiss.
yellow on normal is
yeah,
apparently
sure.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't
No,
imagine,
I'm messing up jumps.
but we'll see.
As long
I
as
mean,
there's
it
no
seems
needle
like
hand
Arzztt is gonna get past the
Yeah, don't worry. When
the
we get the
avoidance
portal,
soon.
life will be different.
Oh yeah, might be good there.
Unless he
So-
dies, which would be kind of funny.
You'll see ours take a probably pretty sizable lead just from the avoid
Yellow is,
just from this
cherry
section
needle
alone
and
because he
yellow
has to do a lot harder needle that's like not just
Well, I guess it's
first
not really
tryable.
cherry needle, it's
And then the
cycle.
avoidance
Yeah.
is also not necessarily
yellow?
first tryable, even though I'm sure Cosmo
No, yellow
will.
is infinite jump.
Yeah, infinite jump, but it's like kind of cycle.
It
right?
just takes a long time, basically.
There's
So,
cycle, there's
With
liquid,
Cosmo
and
having to
there's
do
that
the needle
block
and
one.
then the
They're
avoidance, it
apples.
definitely
The
adds more
block one is
time.
Really funny.
The block one is so good.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, he couldn't figure out a way to nerf it. For easy. So he gave up, and you just don't do it.
No.
So you can
Yeah,
see
red
ours
is
now into the
the
infinite
cherry
jump
needle.
section.
Red is also really funny.
This section's kind of wild.
'Cause
Alright,
You'll
on
notice
medium,
one
yeah,
of my-
cherry- you do basically
one
the
of
two
my
screens, you do the
beloveds
two screens
shows
with
up
the cherries
in
that
a
move
bit.
Now. On
Beloveds.
On easy, he removed the part where the cherries move.
Based.
We
Alright.
love to see it.
Speaking of based things,
Cosmo
comparing
is a
those on
big
easy,
fan of needle, and
hey,
Arzztt is a
there's
big fan of
sphere in this
avoidance.
fight.
So
on
I'd say
easy,
right now they are
it's
playing to their strengths.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
already have the sphere?
I mean, as you can see, Cosmo's
Yeah.
blazing through this needle right now.
Yeah, this is definitely the big advantage.
Alright, so there he is on the sphere. As you can see, in easy version, you literally don't have to do it. You just
Are you
stay
that
next to
delayed?
it.
You have to stay in there.
Yeah,
Huh?
on medium you have to.
Are
stay
you
in
that
there.
delayed? Because he's passed it for
Easy?
me.
Different story.
He's on the girl now.
He just got
Wolsk
to the
is, like,
girl.
the only person I know. I guess.
Okay,
Sunblock
you're not
is,
that
like,
delayed then. Because you said sphere, and I
has
was
done
like,
that
damn, dude,
avoidance.
how far back are you? My
I
bad.
like needle.
That's really unfortunate.
Let me just put the rat on front of the camera for a second.
Oh, ours got,
There you
or ours, Cosmo got the rat.
We don't like slander around here.
go. I will not show my face to Wolsk. I disagree.
Oh, I see. He's
that rat
hiding.
POV.
He's hiding because of what I said.
Yeah, he
I'm
didn't
nearly
like
there.
it. It's like whenever a child throws a tantrum.
Yeah, I'm on par with what the stream sees exactly, but that's because it's run from my computer.
Be a fun avoidance.
True.
Cosmo's still working through the needle. Arzztt done with the avoidance. I'm sure
If I
Arzztt is going to be
ever
very
lose this
upset
race, I'll
because he
just,
won't
like,
get to play
leave it
more
because
avoidance.
I was playing Seeded.
Unfortunately.
Hey, I'm fine with it.
Deal for a handshake.
Now they go to hour 10 into the next
So what is
stage.
the rooster?
That's knife in it.
Oh, yeah, you have to use the little knife.
It is.
So this is Dark Souls level. You kill enemies.
Dagger gimmick, dagger gimmick.
That's the
Is
main
that what-
mechanic.
I was gonna say, is that what Dark Souls means?
I don't know, it just makes me think of Dark Souls.
I mean, in Dark Souls, you don't necessarily have to kill all the enemies to move on. I get you.
It just makes me think of there's another fan game that actually, well, I guess I don't think I'm thinking of Overlord. I'm pretty sure there's another fan game that has a stage that's like this, where you do have to like kill the enemies to like get souls and stuff, but it's like just this kind of style.
Oh, okay.
The fire.
All right, Cosmo
say
into the
this-
avoidance now.
And the runner.
The stage that Arzztt is on is
They are both rather bothering.
I think it's one of the shorter stages. I don't know how long each stage is, to be fair, but I'm pretty sure it's
Oh my god.
It's not as long as some of the other ones.
But it still almost died.
It's also
He's sitter.
pretty annoying having to kill all the enemies.
sitter.
So.
We love a good sitter.
All right, let's see how Cosmo does
I like how I
on
recognize most of the, like,
the normal
these
version
supposed to
after
be
not playing it for a long time.
That guy gets large.
You can enjoy the banging tunes, and you can see what the normal version looks like, the actually good version.
There, get him from under. There we go. Fire lady. Oh, bothersome. Bait it out. Get this guy to wiggle again. Boom. Fire lady. Bug off. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. There it is.
Wolsk
There are
just
no
jamming
more
out,
souls.
and Art's slowly making his way through the level.
Alright, so how do I...
Hell yeah.
Right, how did I do this?
Not really much else to commentate on, except for the fact that the avoidance looks harder.
Yeah, quite a bit harder.
But you know, makes it more entertaining. Oh my god!
Why is it 4
I
hits?
forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder. You know, think about it, right?
Yeah, this avoidance is
Never mind, I gave up thinking.
Alright,
I
deal.
gave up
It's
thought.
one of the.
I didn't graduate from thinking.
I don't know how to describe it, but you know those avoidances where it's like it always switches to a different anime character, but it's like really fast and intense. Like, this is one of those avoidance. That's what this avoidance reminds me of.
I can't say I know what you mean unless you mean like the anime opening avoidances that are like a minute and a half.
Maybe that's what I mean.
Why, dude? No, you can't. You can't
I'm not
just
too
leave
sure, but either way,
remnants.
crazy avoidance still.
John Remnant?
True.
There we go.
It's going through the cylinder,
that-
which
that
on
process, man.
easy version is just 3 lines that
Yeah,
look
that's
like
so easy.
spaghetti.
That's so easy on.
Yeah, Remnant.
Oh my god. Art's on a broomstick. Harry Potter.
So true.
Just a little bit of Persona 5 came into my brain.
I love hearing them laughing because I don't know what they're laughing about.
I remember this because love.
I'm just gonna assume they're saying something like Among Us, even though they're not.
Yeah, I was there too.
I heard Persona
That's what I
5,
thought
and
about.
that is it.
Same.
Remember.
Alright, now. Whoa, that dodge, Cosmo.
Alright, here's how you do this sphere, guys. Check it out.
Ooh,
Take a
Art's
look. I'm
almost
definitely not
dies.
gonna get hit.
Bro's cutting it close.
Okay,
Alright.
question.
So the sphere like
So
starts
the
out not too
glitchy
bad, and then
part,
like halfway through right here it just gets like,
Yuminiki,
bruh.
Yeah.
Do you have to kill all the enemies?
So
Yeah,
doing
that
that
looks
hitless is like
messed
really
up.
hard.
Alright, because I almost died like 5 times trying to kill them all, and I would have been majorly peeved if I didn't have to.
But no.
So R is still furthering his lead, doing pretty well at the stage, and Cosmo into the last section of the
I wonder if I'll be
avoidance
able to remember
with
the
4
different
hits.
reps.
I think he'll be just fine.
I would never forget.
Oh my
I could
god, the avoidance
probably,
has
like,
so many
name
extra
every single
things
type of
on
this game.
normal.
It's great.
That's fair.
Is it?
Yeah.
Arts gets
I love
past
this
the witch
avoidance.
part. Back to just a kid with a knife.
And Cosmo wins. Oh god, he died! Oh no!
Let's go. You actually know how to do these screens, so you probably get from quicker than I do.
And you still beat it.
Probably
alright.
not that much. Plus, the boss is going to be a lot easier for you.
So
Oh, yeah,
Cosmo
the
will
boss
be
is
joining Arzztt
years
in
on
the
What is
Dark Souls stage.
So, okay. Eggplant, get over here, stand like right here. Okay, I'm nuts.
I think,
love 8 awesome angles.
where's Arzztt?
Like
Oh, he's almost done. He's almost done.
Hey, big ups to Jack Black, the voice of Bowser.
I'll trust you on that because I don't remember the length of the stage.
I kind of remember it, so I'm pretty sure he has like after this long screen he has I think he has like 2 more, a big troll screen and then he's done.
Yes, it is.
If I remember correctly. Let's see how wrong I am.
Look at this guy with his potential memory.
Potential. Because what is it? Before the fast, this was one of the last games I played, so.
Oh.
And I got pretty far. I almost beat it.
Hey, run nice. Lady. Boom.
So I don't know if every single screen you need to kill all the enemies, but I think at the very least most of them you do.
You have to kill all of them except for the witch part when you're on the broom, because of the ones in the wall. Those you can't kill.
Got it.
But every other screen you have to kill them all, or else the game is like, nope, you can't go through the door. Okay, so I was wrong. He's on the. This is the final screen. It's a big troll screen. There's gonna be like at least 7 trolls back to back.
The door just goes.
It's messed up. Because if you're not expecting it.
Let's go.
Love that screen.
It's a pretty good one. And then he's on the boss. Blonde lady. Let's see if Arzztt will first try the boss.
They were just talking a little bit ago about how Arzztt was saying Cosmo should be able to catch up because he knows the screens well, and Cosmo was saying no shot because he'll have a much easier time with the boss.
I guess we'll see who's correct first.
I'm not talking about the band U2. That's a band, right?
U2?
Yes.
Oh, they're discussing U2. I saw them live and boy, they were boring.
Arzztt beats the boss second try, so it's basically a first try.
It's amazing how much less HP that is.
It's also amazing you can kill the thing on like the runner.
And now he's on hour 9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try refreshing our stream.
The monkey.
See if I can
Wait,
get it more
U2
up to speed.
Band that forced its song onto your iPad in like 2010, or your iPod Touch.
That'd be
so
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Was
funny.
that
Hour of the
U2?
Monkey is also Donkey Kong Country.
It was.
I hate that band then.
Clear.
What a bunch of scumbags. What a bunch of scumbags.
Don't remember anything remarkable about the concert.
Not sponsored by U2.
Oh, I remember.
This stream is not sponsored by you.
Apparently, I missed what happened. Apparently, Arzztt doesn't like them now.
Yeah, Arzztt was upset that
That would be
they were on like every iPod back in the day.
Oh, that's funny.
Bro, what is this trigger, man? I know you can skip this trigger in easy, but it seems hard.
Yeah, my experience with seeing U2 live was my dad got free tickets from a friend, and neither of us really cared about going, but we did because he had the tickets, and he was like, I would not pay to see them in general or again.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's fair.
I just like did the save yesterday.
Hey, we respect the doers.
Doers get things done. Not up there.
Tomato.
That's the power of the Home Depot. Doers who get things done.
So in the Donkey Kong Country stage, the main mechanic is when you're standing in the honey, you can't walk, so you got to jump through, and when you're holding onto honey on a wall, it's just like a sticky vine jump. So the honey vines, if you've seen them before from Jungle Adventure.
Yeah.
This game is made by Dagger, and Dagger really likes making Donkey Kong Country stages.
I mean, he seems like he's good at it.
He's pretty decent.
That is actually true. That is actually true.
Because I mean, this was a pretty good stage, I think.
The all-time classics.
The boss sucked. I didn't like the boss,
Wouldn't
but
have it any other way.
the stage was good.
Arzztt seeming to remember these traps pretty well.
I got past the eye.
Yeah.
I don't know how recently he played it, but it must have been like very recent.
I thought he said like he did this save like yesterday or something. At least that's.
They
what
just
I thought I
making
heard.
sure Anuja's eating good, right?
I could be wrong.
You would never lie to me.
No, I would not.
Alright, Cosmo into the door screen.
Bless you.
Close
Seems
enough.
like Cosmo remembers the screen.
A little slow and don't
Bless you.
because the traps are
Bless you one more
I
time.
remembered them. They're just hard.
Oh.
It's true. It is actually true. That TNT trigger is like, huh?
Yeah.
Is this on normal or easy? Cosmo
Is this
is
on
on
normal or
normal.
easy difficulty? You could not have
Arzztt
picked
is
a
on
worse
easy.
question to
Also,
ask.
they criticized you for asking that
Yes.
question.
Answer yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go with yes.
I love that so much. Just the immediate, like, upsetness at that.
Mm.
Alright, I somehow first try Ponycomb so good.
Holy shit!
Nuts.
Cosmo got through that so
Nuts.
fast.
Coconut
Absolutely
gun.
huge.
Alright,
And Arzztt is on just a terrible boss.
I actually hitting this purple thing is the bane of my existence.
You gotta have the strats for the purple thing.
My strats hit
Win.
it. Yeah,
There you
pretty
go.
much. There it is. And so far, I gotta tell you, might be slow, but it's working out.
We love winners.
We do love.
So now they are both in Donkey Kong, so
Oh
to
my
speak.
God. Cosmo almost got hit by the Street Fighter.
That was bad.
Oh, wait, I'm bad. Okay. This starts this phase, which is like easier than the rest of the fight.
True.
So apparently I was trying to mute myself while coughing, but my mute button just no longer works suddenly. So
That's awesome.
I guess I'll just have to
Gotta take it a little slow.
not
alright.
be able to do anything about that. That's cool.
You can cough. Everybody, nobody will complain.
Let's get there.
I will.
You'll complain about your own coughing? I was gonna say, because I'm hearing them screaming in my ears, so I think your coughing's gonna be alright.
It's just one of the Alzheimer's.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Cosmo definitely just blazing through the Donkey Kong Country stage, clearly having
And
the
Arzztt.
knowledge.
The zinger
Just now
took a
out of
while,
it.
But the zinger is gone, so.
Cosmo is definitely not too far behind though. He has been just cruising.
I was gonna say, very,
I
very
didn't even
consistent
try to,
with
like,
the
really do
stage.
anything there, and I
While
somehow
Arzztt is now going into whichever name this is,
Unfortunate.
because I didn't look.
Looking like he's played this game before.
Yeah. Oh my God, the worst stage.
No! Okay, wait, oh my god.
You know, I would
This
agree.
is my chance.
I was gonna say, okay, so the worst stage in the well,
I hit the
Okay.
freaking guy off.
it's between this one and Rhythm Heaven, but That's besides the point.
I disagree with that.
And we shoot it over.
what'd you say is another worse one then?
Undertale.
Oh, you know what? Well, I was able to actually get through it though,
Screen 2 down.
and it wasn't full of jank, so.
Puzzle haters. See, if only the problem with this was the puzzles. The problem with this is everything unrelated to the puzzles.
I was gonna say the puzzles are fine. It's just.
Okay. Right.
So the way this stage works is you have a ghost kid. The ghost kid you can shoot out. It stays out for a certain period of time that you can see the bar above their head. And what this means is that instead of being a good mechanic, it requires you to just juggle back and forth for no real reason. So you do something and then you just have to bring the ghost back and then repeatedly do that over and over when it adds nothing to the stage other than annoyance. So you have to use the ghost kid to move around, and it also has some other weirdo moments here and there, like that flashing light. You're supposed to shoot it down. That's the first of the weirdo things, and that is the least weirdo of them.
I thought that was pretty clever, to be fair.
I did say the least weirdo of them.
Okay, honestly, the timer on the ghost could be.
I don't think it's a weirdo to begin with, because I think it's just an actual good, like,
I don't think anyone
way to solve the
should
puzzle.
really, like,
There are a
do
few
that.
moments in this though that are not good.
No, you could be true.
How did? Wait, how did? Okay,
Alright, we'll
no
just
wait.
take an easy way out.
Okay, so we right, I remember.
So Cosmo's on the boss of Donkey Kong, and really not far behind because Arzztt is not super far in the stage and is terrified because he doesn't remember the puzzles, as you can see from him waiting.
What?
The puzzles are hard to remember, so.
I actually have to play safe now.
Gotta grow button chop.
So now we get on here. And we push this on the button. Boom.
Alright, I win.
Then we get into position.
Let's go!
I kind of agree with Flavia because whenever I was doing this portal, I had a lot of trouble understanding how to jump the cube. Not realizing that if you just went at the edge of it, it would jump easier.
Be slower than Cosmo.
Let's see if I can actually catch up here.
What I originally thought you had to do was shoot it to the side, then shoot it on the bottom, and it would jump.
Exactly how to push
And
the button.
I misunderstood that the entire time.
I would
Oh,
never
push
lose.
the button. I get it. Jackbox.
True.
Alright, Arzztt on another weird champ screen. Because you're supposed to shoot the top of the wrecking ball in order to move it over.
Yep.
So that's what that works.
And then the wrecking ball just goes indefinitely.
And now we push you over here. I don't think there's a trap here, but I'm still just gonna go to the door. I don't, you know.
Never risk it for the biscuit.
Boom. Oh, wait. No, wait, hold up.
Alright,
No,
alright.
no, 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 no,
Arzztt
no,
is
no.
remembering the really,
he
really
remembers.
stupid thing.
Yeah, he remembers it.
You have to go outside of the screen to use this button. There's kind of an indication
Step
of it,
two, the actual
but
puzzle.
boy,
That is actually true.
not
That
enough.
was, you know.
I think, if I remember
Certainly a
correctly,
silly moment.
there's a hint button.
So I gotta
And
get up
I think the
there.
hint just straight up tells you that you can go out of the screen.
To the left, but
So,
I
That
got
does not sound correct to me.
oh, which part?
So this
About the
opens
hint
the
telling you
door,
exactly what to do.
This turns
Well,
this
it doesn't tell you
off.
exactly what to do. I think the hint was like, it was way too like obvious because it was like, oh, you really need the hint, huh? Then here it is. It's just like, you can go outside or something. I can't remember the exact wording
Alright,
of
so
it.
what
But...
I gotta do is hit this, land on the button, shoot the. Yeah, okay.
And says
Anyway, the
something like,
screen-
where does the trigger go? I
The screen
see.
that Arzztt's on is it's bad.
Yeah, but the problem, okay, right, is that the game doesn't actually tell you that there's a hint button.
The game
And
does not
also-
tell you there's a hint button, apparently, according to Cosmo.
Great.
I don't think that's true. I remember it told
Great
me.
point.
Okay, or else I would have never known about it. I feel like I would have never figured out that there was a hint button.
What? That didn't get on.
The hint was pretty obvious. Yeah, the hint did not help. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it has to tell you, because there's no way I would have ever figured it out
How did this
if
work?
it didn't tell me.
Maybe if you read.
Cosmo explaining that he doesn't read.
Moved it up, but I need. Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
That was way too risky.
I got this, guys. Guys, I got this.
Arzztt trying his best to remember how this puzzle works.
So now I'm standing like this.
Doing well enough.
No.
You need to shoot the light, and then you use the block to block the laser.
And then we push that off.
Now the funny
Push
part
you
of this is
you down.
that bullet bill thing above.
No, that's fine.
Right when you hit the button below, the bullet bill will shoot down an explosive and will destroy the block that you had there. So you need to not only put a block on the button, you need to cover it with something else.
Push you,
Right, I forgot about. Yeah,
the
yeah.
slow con.
So,
Yeah, the stage
so
sucks.
not only does it have bad puzzles and boring mechanics, it also has traps.
I forget if you need to be right next to the door, but I'm gonna get there anyways.
This screen.
Alright.
Oh,
How
the
do you
one
do
Arzztt
the
is on
screen?
sucks.
I remember.
Yeah, this is the final screen, I believe, and it is nonsense. And this one, the puzzle or the hint, I mean, does not help in any capacity.
It doesn't. It does not. That is very true.
That's why I assumed the other one didn't, because I know this one truly doesn't.
This turns out
It,
those.
I can't. My chat and I, we were so frustrated by this puzzle when I
Screen
played
time
it that
actually
when we
brings
looked
those
it up,
extra
I was
interactions.
so pissed when I showed the
Yeah.
solution. Everyone got mad.
You know how they call it the goat? I'd say the
It
woke.
didn't follow any of the logic that the other puzzles had. Essentially, like they followed a system,
here.
and then this one
You
just
do that
did.
again?
It just went on its own thing.
So the mechanic here is you can see when the elevator moves, the two panels kind of move separately from each other. So what you need to do is you need to crush the elevator onto the button, and if you move it too far to the left and the cube is in the spikes, then it won't actually hit the button. It'll just crush the elevator a little bit. And it doesn't make it really clear that this is an interaction you're supposed to do, because boy, it looks like a bug.
It really does.
You can see Arzztt is on the boss. Cosmo is
No.
less than a screen behind at this point.
Yeah. No.
And I'm assuming Pikachu is going to go much easier for Arzztt, though.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully. Pikachu, a little bit of a nasty boss, but not too bad.
Alright, Cosmo is out of there. As he waits for the purple.
And then Arzztt beats it.
Hey guys, check this out on my stream.
Jump
scare.
He's showing the secret! Cosmo showed the
Whoa!
secret!
Stuff and achievement.
He said it was a jump scare.
There's an achievement if you just go outside the right on the elevator at the end. Or the final door,
I
rather.
have
There's like a lot of blood.
How am I still alive?
I don't...
Okay, thank God.
Okay. That was shocking that he survived past
You
the
know when you
first
have,
lightning.
Like 16 pixels, like
Yeah,
of
that was
ledge?
pretty crazy.
Yep.
Arzztt's on to the next world stage, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I was just like, please move.
It's a classic.
Let's go. We love you.
It's V6, wow!
Oh, base stage.
We love you.
God,
For those who don't know
V6
this
is a
game,
really good game.
it's a classic platformer. Has been referenced a lot in various fan games. Like Run the Marathon, and that's it.
I was gonna say that was the only. Well, oh no, and in Bashi.
Jabba, there's like 100.
Oh my God.
Those are the only two that mattered.
Okay.
Why?
I was gonna say you only
I'm
said
alive.
marathon. You didn't give another example.
It was for humor.
I know it was
That's
for
a great
humor, but I
question.
wanted to
Do my
put
best.
Bashi in that humor.
That's all you can do. God's plan, bro.
Anyway, Cosmo
I
beats
beat the
boss.
That was
Not
Yeah,
unexpected.
let's
Was gonna happen.
go.
Arzztt needs to
that
hurry up
boss is
to keep
always
his lead.
Just a mess.
Yeah, there's no
That's about
like,
it.
good way.
Arzztt
to do
is
that.
an expert on V6 stuff, as he has made like 3 games that reference V6. All of
Is
them
that
are Run
true?
the Marathon.
Oh.
No.
And Cosmo is now into the stage. So really close behind as previously mentioned. So ever since the first stage,
So I think the
well,
only
I
thing
guess,
that's really
yeah, I guess the first stage was
easy for VVV
when he
is,
fell a
like,
bit behind.
Just, he removed some 60
Yeah.
pixels.
Outside of that, he's
Yeah, the
been
last screen was good 'cause
cruising.
There's no treadmill.
Meat Boy cameo.
That's based. And also that like weird drop of like a quadrillion wall hugs.
Ooh,
That's
ours
like
doing
landing,
a
I think
skip,
that's
or
about-
Cosmo doing a skip rather. Ours went back,
just
Cosmo
easy
just
stage.
went straight through.
Alright, boss.
Oh,
The boss
Cosmo
is
doing
actually,
lots of
like,
speed
kind of a
strats.
big thing for time.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got strats on the boss.
And Art's on the I don't know what boss
Yes.
this was.
This boss
it
is
was-
pretty unexplainable.
I can't do the drop.
I was gonna say it was a boss. I can tell you that much.
The concept is you
Alright,
avoid
since Wolsk
things.
and Jabba are really bad at their job, I'll explain the boss. So,
Okay, cool. We were just about to
Akane
explain it, but I
Chan,
guess they're doing it.
Spawns in. You
They
collect
said that we're not
Akane
good at it
Chan,
apparently.
And then you spam because bullets are now aimed at the middle. Well,
No.
you can shoot the void by flipping up and down. It's you don't have a lot of opportunities to damage.
Yeah, you get like 2 damage by doing that.
Cool. I'm glad they explained that. I feel like we could have done that, but all right. Good job.
Yeah, and if you couldn't
Man,
really
if only
properly
Kill
hear them,
Warrior-
you touch the anime girl while avoiding the anime girls, and then you spam after touching because you get the big green bullets
No, he'd say,
that shoot
"Really?
towards the middle.
On easy?
If you die,
would
you don't
not be
actually
proud of you
lose
right now.
any progress, it just wastes time. It is a
Yeah.
very, very weird boss.
And this is a boss you can't.
Yeah,
even
I was
die,
gonna
like,
say when I
oh
first
my
fought it,
God.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
it was
you
gonna be
also
way
can't die
harder,
in this boss,
but
so if you
no,
die while you
no,
have
you
Akane
can die as
Chan
much as you
power
want.
up,
It's not that bad.
You lose a Kane-chan power up.
Alright, Akane-chan time.
Cosmo on the boss as well. Art's still obviously in the lead, but it's
Cat jam.
Cosmo's catching up. Cosmo is on his tail. But Art's
That's the fastest
beats the
Akane
boss,
shown in
so
history.
he's out of there.
I touched Akane and immediately exploded.
Unfortunate.
Alright, so Cosmo's already taken a death, so you can see what happens. It just makes you wait longer.
This is that your arm will just hurt in the middle of the run now.
Hopefully that
Apparently they're saying that their arms hurt now
That's
because they have to
Undertale.
spam. Plebs.
Okay. Debatable.
Oh, Wolsk's favorite stage, Arts is on currently.
Yes.
Who is the first?
Really, my problems with this stage stem from one single save. And it is
Which
the
you-
worst
oh,
save in the
Hey,
game.
got sideways
I know
gate
which save
like
you're talking
3
about.
times.
I don't
Me
even have
too.
to think
I
about
didn't
it to
even
know
sideways gate
which
was
one you're
like
talking about.
So the mechanic here is, you know, what you'd expect from an Undertale stage. You go around and solve Undertale puzzles, and you get random encounters.
That's fine. Now it's probably a good time
And
to
some
die.
of them are chupacabras.
God RNG on Undertale, it's fine.
Yeah, no
A
problem.
lot of the
Never
references are Idolmaster. Chupacabra is an Idolmaster reference.
There's always a time for
Dagger is apparently a huge Idol fan.
You know, today would be a good day.
And now Arzztt will solve a puzzle. He's thinking. He's thinking. He does a strat that's required, I believe. So it does things like that. So you can go like down or right, but what you have to do is you have to go to the tile that's between those and go down and to the right.
Evertail YouTube ads.
What are those? I actually haven't seen. Well, I don't watch YouTube ads.
Cosmo out of
I
there
don't
and
know.
heading into Undertale.
I've seen so many
The
ads.
mechanic of these
I couldn't
lasers,
tell
if you
the
don't know,
first thing
blue
about
is stand still, orange
It's a
is
video
move. So all you have to do is just make sure that you are doing those when you go through. This also uses a weird janky mechanic. That rock, you just have to push it without hitting the laser. It's just...
We also have to push it in a precise way to where you can push it to the other laser. And then you have, I believe that's a Yoshi's Island enemy, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Oh, Arzztt dies at the end of this long save.
Oh, he moved slightly too soon.
Gate.
What fun.
Gate.
Cosmo doing gates. Great work.
I love how easy and hard a gate can be. And it's just for no reason.
Failed at Squid Game, game 1 at the end of the Undertale screen.
Cosmo's about to be on the same screen very shortly.
Cosmo got confused by a Squid Game joke.
What were you saying?
Very just confused, but alright. Seems like they're both having a good time, and you know what? That's what matters in the arena.
I wish they would stop.
Put it in language you can understand.
You want them to stop having fun?
Yeah.
In Undertale,
This isn't the time
okay.
for that. This is the arena.
with the guy.
Chupacabra!
Oh my god, okay, I get it.
you go hit the button and then that guy shoots the aim blind.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
Red light, green light. Oh my god.
Oh, that was his joke. Okay, that was
I'm
actually
not
that
great RNG,
kind
I'm
of
not
creative
gonna
from
lie, but we
Arzztt.
might be eating well, so I don't know.
Oh, sideways gate! I did it!
Oh, spoilers Arzztt kind of. Because
Spoilers.
of audio delay.
The Squid Game screen.
Oh, right.
Squid Game screen. Bomberman! Let's go!
The worst save in the
So-
game!
I was gonna say Wolf's favorite save.
It
You don't know
is
if Bomberman is nerfed at all.
really, really
like
bad.
this.
So the mechanic is just like Bomberman. You need to drop bombs and destroy the things to get through.
I would
Now
never
the
fail
problem
Squid
with
Game.
this
I would,
is,
his name.
it has traps right at the end. Multiple of them that are hard to avoid and hard to understand.
Hey, I haven't watched Squid Game. I'm pretty good. I was terrible, RNG.
So you can see Arzztt killing the dogs as he goes through, so that way you can make some space. You can see there's a dog at the top that has a fire tail. What that means is if you kill that one, it'll explode everything. So that's an instant
Oh
death.
yeah.
And you need to destroy all of the glowing red and yellow towers.
A further bomb
Doing so
Take it-
will open up the exit, because that is something that you need to stand still through, which you clearly can't do because you need to walk through it. You can also see there's some upgrades. Generally, you don't want to get the fire upgrade because having longer bombs is a bad thing because of the ending.
Yeah, I was gonna say for this one
Shout out
dog.
to King Asmo.
But you can also get additional bombs to hold, and those are the ones that are nice to pick up, because that just means that it goes slightly faster. But who knows, maybe Cosmo will get a whole bunch of the bomb things, and then he'll catch up. See, there's one right at the bottom of our screen.
Yeah. Arzztt did the Temmie dog last to What? That hit? What?
Bro, come on, you didn't hit it.
That's rough.
That's so that is actual BS.
And there
that
you go.
Did not hit the dog.
Now
That is
Arzztt gets
so
to redo
dumb.
the entire screen.
No, I got it early.
All right, that's dumb.
Double bomb will carry you, honestly. I'm still missing in the single bomb.
I feel bad for Arzztt. That was awful.
I just have to play my card. I have to place my bombs right.
Oh, the double bomb. I'm on my way.
Oh no, he died again.
No way.
And Cosmo getting 2 bombs, which is really useful because basically the timing you're going to do allows you to break out Temmie, who will like run around randomly, and also destroy the bottom one at around the same time, so you can leave pretty early, which is basically what Arzztt tried to do before, when it accidentally killed the faceless dog, which is the one that you absolutely don't want to. Well, one of the 2 you absolutely don't want to. So Cosmo, I can't expect, will die at the end because he presumably has a strat for when to place the bomb.
Yeah,
Bro, get me the
And now he can just get
Yeah,
out of
he's
there.
through.
Oh my.
I'm out.
No, he's better.
Yes.
So Cosmo's moving on, now ahead of Arzztt, just barely. Because of
Arzztt's got
Arzztt's
2 of
unfortunate...
those fire things just blocking his way. That was funny.
Alright, don't give me a second encounter. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Cosmo getting all the encounters in the world.
Oh god, I remember this. The boss or the enemy he's fighting right now jump scares me. I remember it jump scared me when it's on the second phase of that.
Alright, let's go.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Also, this puzzle sucks. It's not too hard, but it's a bit annoying.
So this puzzle right here, the sign says something about, like, basically turn around after the 10th pipe. So you go through the pipes and then you turn around after the 10th one. That's the puzzle.
FM, it's not.
There you go.
She's just laying down. It's not.
They turned around.
Like. She's just laying down.
Yeah, she's just
and
getting a
he's
nice,
at the
comfortable
bus.
nap. Hey, this stream is sponsored by what's a mattress
looks
company?
Helium sleep. He looks sleep. Shit, I wasn't counting.
Use code sausage for 10% off.
Both trying to come up with a reason.
I'm nuts.
Why the
girls
girl
are
was sleeping.
standing.
I wanted to make a joke about that and just say what it was, but I feel like he would get mad at me, so.
So Arzztt is on the rhythm one. He's got the rhythm encounter, which the way this works is half of their body's blue, half of it's orange, so they'll start by like doing 5 one way, then 5 the next, or however many.
I'm not going over there.
I think it might be 8. 8 each way. So you do 8 standing still and then 8 where you have to keep moving, and that's how you actually get around and then hit them. Now they're both on Undyne.
And then we went all the way to the right.
Yeah.
He just did it again.
Both of them on Papyrus.
Cosmo complaining about the RNG he's getting.
This one, I'm playing the chaser this time around.
You think a needle player would be, you know, used to it.
We would never be talking about Overwatch.
Not on my Christian stream.
Not on my Fangame marathon.
Let's go.
Okay.
Wow.
We did. It's amazing how little HP finally
Oh
has.
my god, yeah, it's like we started the
Wow.
fight at the same
Not
time.
the same time, actually. Cosmo ahead of Arzztt and still having to do more because of the boss health.
It is both harder and has a lot more HP.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
We love Yoshi, we love Yoshi. I've never been in this.
All right,
this
Yoshi's
Island.
Island.
Spawning in the corners.
What a great
Stop
game.
that.
Go play that if you haven't.
So the mechanic here is you got the spinning
Hey,
platforms. When they're spinning, they'll bounce you. When they're not spinning, you can jump on them. There's a lot of traps in it, and the classic touch fuzzy get dizzy, which you will encounter. Hopefully neither of them will hit them, but also hopefully one of them will hit them.
It is actually true.
I was gonna say we want to see that.
So Arzztt definitely not remembering the traps and stuff so far. Cosmo right into the stage, so he's probably going to catch up very quickly.
Oh, sour please.
This is
Sour please,
great
indeed.
question.
Yeah.
For Yoshi, this stage, do you have to use touch fuzzy get dizzy in normal?
No.
Okay.
You have to on the final stage, that's it.
Yeah. I was like, I know in the final tower you have to use it. I couldn't remember if you have to use it.
So there's the fuzzies, and if you touch them, you get dizzy.
Hey, I'm
Who's
touching
winning?
it too.
Arzztt is winning very slightly, and has accidentally touched Fuzzy, so he has gotten dizzy.
How did you not land?
So not only does it make your screen all wibbly wobbly and colorful, it also messes with how you move.
Yeah, I can see that. He's struggling to get through. He actually manages to stay alive though, which is pretty impressive.
Basically, the way it works is the screen will tilt to the right and tilt to the left.
Uh-oh.
That was badass.
Kind of juicy.
That's not working out. That's not working out.
And now you have to run away from the chomp.
Dizzy ain't working out.
Big old chomper. He is considerate though. He does slow down whenever you slow down, so that's very nice of him.
Let's go.
Ooh, Arzztt's taking a death, and now Cosmo is in the lead.
They kept spinning, then stopping right as I land on it. These fucking bastards.
300 IQ, let's go.
And now the required touch fuzzy. As mentioned, the tilting of the screen is not just tilting of the screen. Think of it like a monkey ball, where when it's tilting forward, you're moving to the right. When it's tilting backwards, you're moving to the left. So it's constantly working with changing directions as you're moving.
Flint, Michigan.
So this does require you to touch the fuzzy at the end, which will screw with your movement and everything. As you can see with Cosmo just running straight off the edge.
Okay. Clear.
we ain't even in online and we're
Arzztt has
still
finished the chain chomp.
Half the games we play nowadays, they don't work.
That's true. That's true.
And heading into the boss, I believe. Or is there more?
You remember,
Cheers.
You remember Warp Pipe?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, not
That's
the
a good
boss
point.
yet. He's getting there.
There's an explosion.
There we go. I like that a coin just heals you from dizzy.
Okay, I was wrong. He is not at the boss yet.
Yeah, that's. I
wanna
said
make
the.
it so that fuzzy
Oh,
is-
okay.
Herodias.
Did you not hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Now he's at the boss though.
Oh, first try Herodias. Nice.
Never mind. I was wrong as well. Again.
Alright, so Arzztt is now on the boss. You can see the
No, he's
save
not.
point.
No, just, stop.
Save point actually only takes 1 hit to kill.
Bad cycle for Parodius.
Let's go. He beat it first try.
What happened?
That's why animation. As far as I know,
I remember.
Parodius is safe to stream, alright?
Damn, there's a lot of bosses. It's very true.
And Twitch does not have it in its banned game list, so it's fine.
Arzztt done a
Ooh,
bit
that
of a
red coin trail for Cosmo is insane.
crazy.
Survives it though, so good job.
Tadasaki.
Ours first trying a relatively weirdo champ save, which is
Maybe
good.
the least sensical trap in this entire game.
Okay.
Yep, Cosmo said the
Now-
same thing.
The fish, yeah.
Arzztt is on the
Yeah.
real boss.
You can tell because there was a save point.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Cosmo is also on the boss.
Let's see just how much harder the one on the left is.
Alright, if I die on this boss,
It
please-
appears to
please
just
subscribe.
shoot slightly more often.
Please follow
Yeah.
Fangame Marathon.
Yeah, that really does seem to be the difference, but to be fair, it's the second part of this boss that's gonna be the real challenge.
And if I don't die, please follow anyways. I'm begging
Yeah,
you.
please, just, I was just asking.
Both of them
please
are
follow
begging
Fangame.
Please,
everyone to follow
please.
the Fangame Marathon. So
Yeah,
you
be
should
sure to
do that.
follow and tell your friends and tell your friends to follow.
And if you're feeling generous, you can donate.
You
And being a seller is
can't,
fun.
but I like the thought.
Well, we
Oh,
can
I've
pretend
been
that they
a star
can.
for 5 years, 6 years.
I guess we can.
Teach me the ways.
There's nothing wrong with pretending.
That's how I get through life.
Exactly. When I'm
I think
hungry,
this
I
whole
pretend I'm
thing
eating.
references the fact that Dagger
So
references
Arzztt is done with the
how
stage.
Science
Cosmo's
Experiments Kid
Also
already
done
got
with the
a
stage now. I was just about to say
Yep.
probably 1 hit away and then he
What?
got the hit.
That's the most
He got it.
like
Into
you think
stage
you're smart,
4,
but you're actually the
the
nothing
mouse.
That's like that's like you graduated from university and like this is what's on your like degree.
Oh, this stage, right.
sense. Oh, can I remember the?
So
Mega
this
Man
is
run?
Mega Man.
Oh, the Mega Man run is awesome.
It's pretty cool. You run.
It's the running section's fun. The post-running section is far
Okay.
more upsetting.
Yeah, that's true.
Ready?
A win and
Damn.
come back. A win and come back. A win and come back.
Dog.
Cosmo in the lead right now.
Ours taking a death. Taking multiple death.
Oh, and Cosmo, the first one into
If
the
there were vines in this
annoying.
game, I would have combusted.
Whoa, hold
So
on.
now
Wolf's
every
hating?
single wall in this stage is a vine.
Wolf's hated?
Say it ain't so.
So you can see when you're trying to just like slide down something, you will slide down
Positive
much
equals
slower
coming in, positive
because they
equals.
made every wall a
This
vine
game is
so that you can wall jump
awesome.
everywhere.
Love this game.
This game
I'm
is
trying to concentrate, but I hear both of
awesome.
them saying this game is
I may
awesome.
not like everything in it, but you know what? That's fine. My favorite games have things I don't enjoy. That's the thing about the human experience. People have opinions, and it's okay to still enjoy a game you don't fully enjoy.
Ours saying a very controversial take
We
that
love being human.
having differing opinions is okay.
that was awesome.
That is pretty controversial. Most people online would not agree.
They're pretty neck and or neck.
Yeah, yeah. As what is it? Cosmo loves that phrase.
I think Celeste is okay.
And that's just fine.
And that's just fine.
Yeah, this is really neck and neck right now. This is
How did the
crazy.
bullet go through?
Cosmo's somehow surviving that.
Flop. Celeste, don't be like that.
What?
Ooh, that's a rough death.
Very rough.
Yo, what's big reverser of time? Hey, if I lose this race, you might have to come in clutch for me.
That's true.
What did he say?
Okay, so like 4 things I didn't expect happened there.
He said if I lose this race, you might have to come in clutch for me, talking to Reverser of Time. That's a banger. Alright, they are now hand in hand.
Aw, that's
I forgot
cute.
to hit the save.
What the
I'm
hell?
like a second behind now.
They're on to the squid boss.
That's okay. This boss has like a quad.
The Reverser of Time is here.
I'm gonna die.
So are you also
You mean me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Let's see if I
Hi.
can do it.
Hi.
I'll probably die.
Hello?
Yeah, that's what
Never
I think. They
happened.
joined the chat.
No!
I guarantee you, if I tried to come in clutch, I would 100% fail.
There
Fantastic.
you have it. There you have it.
Just thought I'd say that. Bye.
Oh.
See ya. Good luck on the thing.
Thank you, thank you. We're playing right now, yeah. He seemed kind of nervous.
I'm so good.
No! I'm so bad.
Yo, Cosmo finishing. Arzztt dying.
I can't believe I lived in that boss for
Unfortunate.
so long.
Unfortunate, dude.
Oh, I love being good. It's
Oh yeah, I forgot how
trap
short this
time.
boss is, but also how annoying it is.
Only 2 more stages to go.
Bro, I hate this boss. It's
Arzztt losing his mind,
Wait, no, I can't.
showing that
positivity.
he hates something.
No, I was gonna
Whoa.
say if you're
He's-
like still on the boss, I might go in the penalty area. I can't do that. It's DMCA.
Oh, that's true.
Arzztt is doing the classic
we can just
negativity
kinda sing
strat
it.
of just complaining about everything. Something which
yes.
I would not do.
The Arzztt.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say
hoodie's coming up.
we're professionals.
Oh, I took my hoodie off at the very start. That's why I'm winning.
I have one arm of my hoodie off and then the boss started.
Art's doing hoodie strats apparently. Nice, nice.
Fantastic. Cosmo is somehow knowing all these traps and everything, even though this is his first playthrough. Rather impressive.
This is the one.
That is very true. Very true.
This is it.
You may have heard him earlier. He was considering going into the penalty room to spare Arzztt a bit, but DMCA is a problem, so that would not work out favorably for us. So he will not be going into it.
It's Pikachu too, honestly.
That fairy creature is actually creepy.
Fairy creature, it's Cherno.
Whatever that is.
She's an ice fairy,
Whatever that is.
and there's more of her.
She's still creepy.
Normal boots.
Alright, Cosmo has beaten the boss. I mean, god damn it. Arzztt has beaten the boss. And is now going to be joining the
Okay, this is where I come in.
I always which game is the
Wait, which
orbit
time is this?
orbit? I don't know if orbit.
A Jabba Abaka for real. Oh god, with the
Apparently.
sauce.
Is he hating? Is he hating?
I wasn't hating. They're assuming I'm hating because of chat, but
Bird? Right.
I was just saying she was creepy. That doesn't mean that's hate.
Let's remember. Trap. Erg.
Cosmo gonna absolutely obliterate
There's a delay on it.
the rest of the
Yeah, on
stage.
easy, that trap is slower, which is weird.
No,
Assaulted, that's the word I was looking for.
Jabba, you creepy? That's rude.
Ooh, Pika P.
That trigger that Cosmo just dodged is unironically incredibly hard.
Good block there.
The pink square is like
Alright.
so ridiculous to dodge.
Over this. Yeah. Now we jump here.
Actually, that is
Bait.
hyper.
Bait.
That is true. Flaw is.
I want to be the guy reference.
Let's
Is it?
go!
True. Hyper is in this
We
game.
love that game.
That's our big man.
Watch out for the cherry. Oh, he
I do
watched
like
out.
that troll, actually. I really like that
I
troll.
want a lot of meat.
Cat Jam boss.
Oh, creepy woman.
Hyper's voice? I don't know what that means. That's awesome. Great to hear, Fluff. So, Cosmo is fighting Worm Cherno. The original game that has Cherno worm creature is much harder than this one. Thankfully, this boss isn't too bad.
Hyper!
Still hard, but not as hard.
There's our man.
I didn't want to land there.
Oh, I guess pink square is hyper. I see now.
So I've died.
No. I really want to jump up there.
Oh, God.
Cosmo looking set to first try the boss, potentially.
Hell yeah.
No, wait. Bro,
Just have to destroy the sperm cells of her.
Who got you?
Dynamite.
Ah.
How could
And
I forget?
Arzztt, as mentioned, struggling to remember the traps, which is unfortunate but not unexpected.
I'm feeling.
Cosmo also beats
Oh,
the boss.
He's sauced up. He's sauced up.
Into
We're
the
going to
final stage.
The fatal frame, but like there's another final stage afterwards.
So Fatal
you mean the
Frame's an
final
interesting
hour.
one. The final main stage. Don't be sassy.
Alright, check out this time.
I'm not being sassy though. I just mean like the final hour.
Boom. You can touch Hyper in the air.
Yeah, we are in the final
I
hour.
filmed the jump to get there.
It's a
Exactly.
2-hour estimate, and they're at an hour
That's true,
7 currently.
That's actually facts. If you did that,
There
I
you
think
go.
you're better.
But you're right. This one is a pretty interesting stage. And why is that, Wolsk?
So the mechanic here is you have a camera. If you don't know the original game Fatal Frame, it is a third-person horror game where you use a camera and you have to take pictures of ghosts to fight against them. So the ghosts will come at you and you use your camera and like zoom in, and you can only see the ghosts in your camera for the most part. And when you take pictures, it damages them. So in this, it's kind of similar, except you can see them all normally, but you take pictures to do damage still. You can see the little fire appears behind the kid, or the fire appears and then goes towards the kid. That means he's doing damage.
I actually need to kill these boos.
And you can see the green bar with the red bar. That means that the camera is charging up. You can't just spam it. But you need to use the camera to activate switches and buttons and fight through enemies, and there's a whole bunch of stuff you need to do in this stage. It's kind of Metroidvania-like and self-contained and kind of weird. This
yeah, it's
fella.
a very interesting stage.
He gets the yellow fella, and the mechanic here is he forces you to go left. Real fast. And you have to keep going left until you reach a fire.
Alright, ghost one down.
So he uses the fire to destroy the ghost, and that unlocks another place.
And you'll basically be repeating that for a little bit.
Yup. You do that a few times to progress through.
All in good fun.
They never expected.
Cosmo going down into the hand sewer. Arzztt on Cherno. Hopefully beating it right now.
Kill.
Well, I haven't killed yet, to be fair.
Okay, never mind.
Hey, he beats it.
Okay, remember the trap?
Fantastic.
Okay, I killed. But a kill is a kill, you know?
Yeah, a kill's a kill.
Kill la kill, you know?
Yeah, kill.
Kill.
Kelpo.
Alright, we stay in the camera.
Alright, Arzztt is setting the clock. He's about to be heading into Fatal Frame as well. We'll see if he can possibly catch up, but it's not seeming super likely right now because Cosmo is still cruising through this stage. And it's kind of a long one. Although that being said, I don't know how much harder the normal is than the easy.
Boo platforming.
I'm so glad the boo platforming is nerfed. It's like reasonable instead of dumb.
Oh, this is where I die then. Boo platforming is actually like the hardest thing.
It is so hard.
So that little crab creature just pushes you rather than actually killing you. And he will be coming back through it because you're gonna have to backtrack. Sorry, spoilers. Ooh, no.
Alright guys, check
Oh
this out.
no. Also, reverse, you're fine. No worries.
Alright, so Cosmo's screen now looks like garbage. That's the mechanic.
It's a pretty good mechanic.
So
You can't see anything.
these special ghosts do special things. That one just makes it look like ass, and then you go to the save point and it removes it. So taking the save is what removes it, and then you get out. So Arzztt is now at the first ghost again.
Right, you don't
Cosmo done with 2 ghosts. And right next to the third ghost as well, both taking a picture of one of the special ghosts. So now the mechanic for Cosmos is don't touch water, and as mentioned, the one for Arzztt is keep going to the left.
Right,
So if you touch water, you die. So that's what this crab fella does now, is before the water just pushed, but now the water will kill you because it's water.
And that's not good.
That's so true.
There's only gonna be one
Because
blue wine.
we like water here, and we don't want to die from drinking it.
I didn't even think about the fact that you can kill these ghosts. That's funny.
You didn't know that?
I don't know. I mean, it's been so long since I played this, I don't know if I knew it.
One down,
Oh, that's fair
a
then.
lot of time lost.
You didn't know.
Yes, I didn't die to red.
So, he did not die to red, and red, of course, destroying it will give him access to somewhere else.
Not dying to red is pretty good.
And now he can be in the water.
My way around the black room. Answer no, by the way. That game.
Oh, they're both on the same screen. Never mind.
I could not remember anywhere that leads to anything.
I remember the ice tower leads to like nothing.
Yeah, what the hell?
Now this one is a dark room,
And I think that might have
and
like, an optional collectible.
you can see
That's-
Cosmo using the
And that's a
Maybe.
maybe.
That's a maybe at that.
the green. What's it called? Night vision.
I was gonna say night vision. The green. Ah yes, the good shade of green.
Yo, big ups to Oive. How do you say Oive? Is that how they say it?
Just Ovi.
Oh, big ups.
But yeah, this screen is kind of cool.
Audio jungle, audio jungle, audio jungle, audio jungle, audio jungle, audio jungle, audio jungle. All right.
Yeah, big ups to Ovi for the overlay and the stinger and everything. Absolutely cracked. She is responsible for the art and is like helping rebrand the channel and stuff visually. So you will see more of these overlays with more fun stuff going on in the future because the overlays are being completely redone by Cosmo and Ovi. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You can move the camera around now, and you don't have to be like moving the kid.
oh yeah. Now they're fighting Purple Ghost. This is the boss of the stage. You just move it towards the fella and ignore.
This guy's an idiot.
Alright, Ghost, please spawn closer than that. Alright, thank you.
All right, Ghost, please don't.
Ah, man, that's such a satisfying sound when you do damage.
It is.
Hey Apple, hey Apple.
That's a bit far.
Oh, so good.
Oh, the night vision.
Oh yeah. I died.
Oh,
Sad.
that's unfortunate. Giving Arzztt an opportunity to catch up.
My first boss death in a hot minute and it's Fatal Frame.
Bro, this boss sucks though.
Ooh, Arzztt
it's
with the
kinda cute, but
negativity
yeah,
as always.
It's
That's a
Saying
bad
the
boy.
boss sucks.
You're not allowed to do that.
You'd think someone would come onto the channel and be a bit more positive than he is.
If only.
Well, Arzztt is now on the water ghost.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Not too far behind, but definitely still got some ways to go before catching up. Cosmo once again into the dark phase and dying again. That's unfortunate. Oh, huh. That screen that Arzztt was on has water in normal and it didn't in this. So that explains why I didn't know about killing the ghosts, is because it literally doesn't matter. That ring of ghosts like does not matter in easy version. Interesting. Arzztt is very close behind now.
Oh my god, beautiful
Cosmo dying
noises he's
again.
making.
The crab freaking
about to be there.
Wait. Oh, I'm stupid.
Oh, Arzztt forgets an item
I'm so bad.
that he needs.
That's like 10 seconds.
I don't know what he forgot, but he forgot something. Somewhere.
He forgot the one where you can move the camera on its own.
Ah.
Okay.
Which is very important.
Got it.
I can't believe I forgot the way.
So now he's in the night vision room while Cosmo's still trying to kill the boss.
Oh yeah, the dark
Who's
room.
on easy? Arzztt is on easy.
Or the
Yeah,
green
so
room, as you
medium
call it.
left, easy right, as the
I'm on easy.
category attempts to show.
See, I played this game yesterday.
Oh, Arzztt played it yesterday.
I played this
Got
game
it.
3 months ago.
Oh, Cosmo into the Viridian section.
I don't think I could ever forget anything about this game.
Now they got lightning fellas who will electrify the water on the bottom, so you don't want to stay on the bottom.
Let's go.
Which is especially an issue while you're trying to move the camera and deal with all the bullets and everything.
Let's go! No, that's bad!
Cosmo beats the boss. Arzztt
Yay!
just about to reach the boss.
I really gotta bank on the final
Still
boss.
pretty close,
Actually, the
still
final
pretty
stage
close.
Platforming is like piss easy.
And Cosmo
Yeah,
is now
mine's
going to
actually
head into
way
the
better.
final
You know what,
stage,
actually,
final
the
stage, final
freaking
stage.
The Undertale fight on the escape might actually get me.
I think you mean final hour, final hour.
The-
Yeah.
No, the hour's already over. That was the final hour.
It's okay.
Can I dodge the reverse insane trap?
Rainbow!
So when you first enter this castle, there's a trap where these spikes fall, and it works just the same coming out of it.
Nope.
And it's very precise.
And annoying.
Unlocking the 25th hour. Yeah, 25 out of 12.
Yes.
Arzztt into the final section. Cosmo getting past the thing, about to climb the rainbow.
God, I haven't seen the freaking the M Bison just like saying yes, yes in like so long. I think that was M Bison, anyways.
I couldn't tell you.
Kind of big. Arzztt defeats the boss.
Alright, boss is
Let's
down.
go.
Let's go. You know what,
And now he gets to run out of the castle and ride the rainbow. Cosmo is in a hub. You can see there's 4 different lasers and a little purple shield-like thing. There are 4 different paths you can take, and they reference different parts of the game.
Alright, well, we'll also pull up the Captain Falcon anime.
Thank you for your suggestion, Cosmo. I will not be doing so.
Let's go! Everyone put in chat that Wolsk said he will.
So there's 4 different paths, 4 different buttons, and you just gotta go through all of them, and every time you complete one, it'll let you warp back to the main section. Or not. Thought it does. Or maybe he's just ignoring it because he wouldn't want to here.
Jesus Christ. Thank you, Jabba, talking on behalf of Wolsk.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys. Damn, look at the magic carp jumping up and down.
That's so true, though.
And there's a Diglett. Oh, that's a big Diglett.
Yeah, the Diglett's wobbling.
It's kind of cute.
So Arzztt opting for a very different path to start out.
That jump to hit the buttons.
Does it matter which path you go?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Cosmo first trying the patchy jump. Rather difficult.
Can the thwomp give me passable RNG?
And Arzztt at the funny thwomp. The humor there is that the entire picture frame falls rather than just the thwomp on the picture frame.
It is a very funny.
Yeah, there's humor there for sure.
Makes me ha 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 ha.
You can see it's got references to all the different stages with the different portraits and stuff. And every single one of these portraits by the buttons is an extra boss. So like Dumb Drum and Patchouli and Reika, the Idolmaster girl, and Fish. Fish was the fourth one.
I'm glad you're the most honest and serious person in Canada, Barfy. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright, Cosmo's got one more path. Ours still got 3 to go.
Big ups, big ups. Big UPS.
Oh yeah, Cosmo. Really, really going fast.
No, I'm getting hammer bro now.
Bro.
So you may, if Cosmo finishes before Arzztt, see him attempt some extra bosses just because he's done them before.
I would never.
We'll see what happens. Dumb Drum is the worst.
Dumb Drum on Steam, on stream.
On Steam.
Yeah, everyone wishlist Dumb Drum on Steam.
Watch this. The Game Awards on Steam tomorrow.
Oh yeah, the Game Awards, right?
And Cosmo's out of there, taking the door into the final stage.
Why was I stuck in the floor there?
Idolmaster.
The bangers come out.
True bang.
Oh my god. I'm failing the F jump.
Where is this trigger?
Green looks hard, but at least it bangs. Exactly. Put that in your textbook.
Alright, let's remember Diglett Trap.
I don't know how I'd write that, but I'll consider it.
It'd be funny to write.
I nearly Wolfie X'd that save.
Big Diglett, by the way, again. Very nice.
This time you gotta use the water pushy fella.
Yeah.
Oh! First try Patchy Lou button.
That is massive.
This save that Cosmo's on is definitely going to be a lot harder for him than Arzztt, and yet...
No,
I was gonna say first tries it, but oops.
Catch up in the tower.
You know, you jinxed them because you were almost gonna say it.
That's true. I will never say anything ever again.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm shambling.
I'm shambling. I'm bad. No!
With our powers combined.
The Shamblers united.
So the rings on Cosmo's end are a lot tighter. So Arzztt will probably do just fine, assuming he remembers the traps in terms of like getting through things like that.
Everything seems to be a lot tighter, though, to be fair.
So true. Normal version is messed up.
Just infinitely harder.
I would never fail this super hard F jump twice.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Cosmo talking about the super hard F jump. It seems like he's only got a limited number of chances before he gets owned. Thankfully, he didn't get owned.
Yeah, yeah, very good.
How do you use the screen again?
Cosmo struggling to remember how this works.
I'm so mad at
I see. Ours does not have to do the F jump. It just adds platforms there for him to stand on, which removes all of the difficulty.
Easy is just superior.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Just like just as easy is better.
True.
No.
They are now both on the same save. Cosmo taking a very unfortunate death, actually.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Arzztt having a strong opportunity to pull ahead for the first time in what feels like forever.
It has been, honestly.
Yeah, then I have a good cycle here.
Now a save ahead, which does not mean that he will keep that for very long, because they are now on the same save. So, just like that. Wow, you can really see the differences in the difficulty.
Yeah.
When they're both on the same save, it's a lot more obvious.
I believe this is... He has to do this mini boss, I believe, and then he's on to the final boss.
Or two.
Chupacabra.
There we go. I touch fuzzy, get dizzy.
Lordy.
Did easy version have the touch fuzzy or no?
No, it didn't.
Okay, I thought.
I was gonna say, not even close.
Chupacabra.
Oh, you have a V6 version of this, of course. You always have to have this in your fan game.
Doing things the hard way. Winnie Witty Wiki.
Going exceedingly well. That might have been the fastest Undertale fight I've had.
You already did.
That was insane. They all just went in my
Wow,
bullets.
Cosmo got very lucky, it seems.
That's unbelievable.
Art's having a hard time with the jumps here.
And Cosmo,
Ooh,
in a
skips
surprise.
one.
That's not even a skip. That's actually a trap.
Oh wait, that is a trap. You're right. I looked at it again.
Alright, can I do the first?
Yeah, no, you
jump?
got me. You got me.
Oh my god, I did it.
Portal, ill. Get this out of here. Not the game, but this version of it.
The portal section's got some funny moments, as is customary, but at least you don't have to worry about juggling the dumbass ghost part.
It's not a jump.
But this is the real funny part, is you need to push that light out really
That is
far,
like
and you need to push the cube
most
through the air to
insane
get onto the
thing I've
button.
ever
If it lands next to the button, you lose. You have to restart. That's what just happened to Cosmo.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It also actually makes the screen so much easier.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you need to juggle the light all the way over.
I'm shambling pretty hard on moving this platform.
Don't worry. You're nothing compared to me.
Let's go.
Some nice friendly trash talk, of course, of course.
So Cosmo brings the door over, which blocks the door from closing, which is a cute idea.
Alright, so... How does it work?
Then you bring them both down, and you have to use
push it down,
one
you push that down. Okay.
to get it onto the button.
Right.
So you can see he pushes the full floor over, so you can get the button on top, or the cube on top of the button, and then brings the light over back to the left. Wow, crazy.
This song is so good.
And you
Man,
will
that
see
sure
it
is
later.
wacky.
I gotta make the jump.
Cosmo not out of there.
Into Donkey Kong.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I almost made a huge blunder.
But you didn't, so it's okay.
I believe the big difference here between normal and easy is there are no red bees
Oh,
in easy, which means you can destroy the entire circle.
Would you want to? Probably not. But you can.
Arzztt solving the puzzle.
The needle time? No, it's
Almost
Cosmo
caught
out of
up.
Donkey.
And now they're fighting the all the little Yume Nikki fellas, but with a gun this time instead of a sword.
Let's get there.
And as a note, the final boss is incredibly long and quite difficult, which is gonna be a potential problem for Cosmo, who actually has to deal with it, as opposed to Arzztt.
It's not looking good.
Cosmo not knowing how to do Needle, which is very odd as someone who's a big fan of Needle.
I was gonna say, it's his favorite thing, but sometimes he just struggles with it. But to be fair, I feel like we all struggle with the things that we like, you know? So it's okay. It happens every now and then.
For all I know, it could be an intentional struggle, so that way he can stay on the Needle longer and not have to worry about the rest of the game.
That could be true. Or he wants to give, you know, Arzztt a bit of an advantage, you know? Bring it back a bit, make the race a bit closer.
Ooh, that is a rough final jump.
I'm licking my lips. That's how you know I'm serious right now.
Ooh, but Cosmo pulls it off. And now he's on to back from Rhythm Heaven. It's these. It's just RNG. You just gotta make it through the room.
The Love Live circles have
Hey Jabba, how do you say Canis?
reappeared.
Hey Jabba, how do you say?
Jabba forgot the name for a second. I did, but
He wouldn't know how.
I stopped myself. I didn't even have to alt tab into Discord to figure it out. I remembered.
Cosmo wants to know how you pronounce C-A-N-U-S.
Undertale.
So now they're on the final boss.
Yep, they're both right there together.
This is gonna be very interesting.
Cosmo just fractions of a second behind.
That's
Oh, the red's going back and forth. This is crazy. So as mentioned, it's a lot harder for Cosmo.
Die a lot on this boss.
No, I wanna be the guy.
So they want to be the guy.
TV screaming like. So this fight might have seemed like pretty close so far. However, Arzztt is about to get in the lead by like an insane margin.
Unless, check this out.
If I first try this boss, I'm screaming because that's probably a record for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I actually don't think it would be a record. I think he has like a 137 or something.
Somebody fact check that real quick. What's his time?
I will check it.
Oh, okay.
Zave.
147. I was wrong.
Oh, so there actually might be a chance.
Oh, save states every phase, my beloved.
There is definitely a chance. Yeah, so Arzztt gets save states every single phase. Cosmo, I believe, gets like 1 maybe or like 2.
That's so much easier after 3.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so to preface, this is how this boss works. If you've ever seen Undertale, whatever, screw that. There's like 3 phases.
I'll turn it up
like
a bit so you
this,
can hear Arzztt.
And then you get a save. Another 3 phases. Ends the phase, and it starts a shooting phase, what's a lot harder than the rest of the fight. See, in easy, you just get a save every phase.
Whereas my first save will be after Dracula.
Oh wow, you have to go through so much to get a save in normal. What the hell? That's actually just disgusting.
Yeah, but they're still holding together right now.
No, yeah, no, absolutely. They're doing pretty damn well.
The hope is that Cosmo can reach the saves without too much worry.
Alright, Dracula, please don't give me impossible RNG. I will cry on the
Cosmo's saying he will cry if bad RNG. Let's see what happens. Everyone pay attention.
Yep, this can actually give horrible RNG that forces you to not be able to get to the right in time.
Oh my god.
Cosmo lucking out.
Oh god.
He made it.
What a king! Let's go.
That was scary.
It got a little dicey near the end.
Hey, it always has to get dicey.
We love dicey dungeons. What is that game?
That's the
I believe Dicey Dungeons is a dice-based roguelike.
Oh shit, you made that?
Yes. Yes.
I actually didn't know.
Heard it's a good game.
Yes, you
Check it
did.
out.
Alright, well, you know, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I've been meaning to play it, but
Yeah, this is actually really cool to
honestly,
see them
bro, I got a
like
lot of
reach the
games to
boss
play.
at the
We've
same
got
time. And
games.
I would say this is insanely close. It's actually wild.
but just keep in mind that
I saw
any
Blur
death Cosmo
Live
takes
play it.
is a lot of time lost compared to how much ours would
that
lose.
was bad.
Yeah, it's
That man
basically a
is
game over
nice.
at that point.
Yeah. God, it's crazy how reasonable Kirby is on easy.
Oh no, it's just... The moment Kirby comes in, I'm crying in the club.
Yeah, Kirby is a lot
Oh,
harder
no,
on
Kirby.
normal.
Don't.
So here's Kirby.
Okay,
That
he
was
didn't.
such good RNG for him.
Yeah, that was pretty.
This
That's
is
pretty
gonna be
juicy.
decided by whether or not I die to the shooting sequence.
I'm honestly, I
Yeah,
really want Cosmo
let's
to get
be
this.
honest, dude.
That'd be awesome if you got a PB.
Dude exclusively gets records on random runs after a long time.
Unbelievably, final boss hard.
It could happen. I mean, even with a death, I feel
wouldn't
like he'd
know.
still be fine. But you know, let's hope he doesn't get one.
Well, Phase 3 is the spookiest one. I mean, they're all pretty spooky, but Phase 3 is kind of rough. So, if he can reach Phase 3, which there's still one more
Yeah, one
boss
more.
phase.
Alright, this one's
He
easy,
says it's
fine.
easy and it's fine. Let's see if that stays true.
Oh yeah, this is the easy one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could, yeah. Even on easy, it's easier. Well, that's good. I'm glad they give you a free one right at the end.
All right. Cosmo vibing in the top right corner.
1,
Might be a strat.
2,
Oh, actually, it was a strat, yeah,
3.
to push all of them into the corner.
Yeah, so they'll just shoot a whole bunch of targeting stuff, and he does a strat for it.
Nice. He's on the final save. That's great.
All right. So here's where things could turn south. We're gonna hope they don't, because Phase 3 is very long and requires you to shoot the whole time while doing attacks from every phase, and also harder, I believe. Some of them
It
are harder, at
sounds
least.
awful.
When you don't want to get for sure, you don't want to get Kirby. You don't want to get the guns from the left and the right, because they're very close to you and the gaps are kind of tight.
Play a hard mode after this one.
All right, let's see what he gets.
Really bad attack to start hard mode with.
No.
I'm behind Kirby. I'm so
Oh wait.
good.
Oh, that's really lucky. I mean, he
That-
can't do any
yeah, that was a-
damage, but
I mean, better to survive. That was wild. No!
oh, rough. Unfortunate.
Sent to hell.
That's not the worst though, right? Because he's still at it.
Yeah.
You know
Plus,
when he
he-
starts aiming the
he only
fast lasers
3
at you,
attacks.
when you're still in the middle of dodging a different attack?
Oh, yeah,
I still say there's hope. I have full faith.
That's over.
Completely sent to hell.
Ooh, that was a tight Kirby dodge.
I killed him. Nice.
Art's done with the
Alright, check
boss,
this
it
out, check
seems.
this out. A big 30-minute escape sequence coming up for Arzztt.
30 minutes.
Oh, it actually is 30 minutes. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, no, is this hard
Isn't the
Kirby?
time
Oh, it's hard
halved in
Kirby.
normal?
Okay.
Yeah. I think it might even be less
Oh,
than
another
half, but-
death.
I just,
Oh, unfortunate.
I'm definitely done for.
Lucky.
Either way, it was still really good. So you just got to give him props.
Big
It is
ups
half,
to
yeah.
Cosmo, trying his best.
I just have a leisurely stroll back for these screens, except for one jump.
Yeah, so 30 minutes, you may see the 30-minute timer and be like, oh my god, this has got to be crazy long. It's kind of long.
Actually, on the tail,
It
it's
is
not hard on easy.
not 30 minutes long.
It's not like as hard.
Yeah, that's just
but
very
it's not.
generous on easy.
The timer
On
just
normal, on the
actually
other
doesn't
hand.
matter.
Next one.
Okay, so I
don't
don't-
start with Kirby.
I don't know how to fight dumb jump. I never did.
I would
the jump yet
go fight
classes.
Patchouli instead.
No, I'll fight Reika, bro.
Oh, that's fair. Reika is also the other acceptable option.
Fighting Reika.
Kirby!
Oh, rough Kirby. Yeah, as mentioned, Phase 3 is definitely the problem
like
child.
5 different walls.
More than just a problem child.
You know, I had to struggle on this boss for a while. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
Cosmo happy to remember that sometimes this boss can just be unfortunate.
My first playthrough, the guy took me a bit. Granted, it was after 9 hours of playing Pendulum.
Oh yeah, bet. The first time it probably took me a couple hours. I'm so freaking boned. If I can dodge this. No.
Oh, unfortunate.
Wait, it's not how you do this, right? Well,
Ours not remembering how the
it's not
puzzle
how I did
works.
it before, but this will actually make it
Yeah, that's
easier.
fair.
He's really gonna use up that full 30-minute timer.
New strats being developed.
Let's go. Also, whatever time you end up with is probably a record for easy.
Is that
Hell
true?
yeah.
What's the record for easy?
There's not actually anything listed
It
on
ain't
the
a good
site,
run, but
so
it's a run.
no one submitted a run at the very
He's
least.
got a
Usually
record
Pendulum
then.
Easy one of those days, just like make a good record.
World record on marathon, boys. Let's get it.
I mean, whatever times were done at fast on day 1
Believe
would
me,
be
I don't have a timer
considered
going on my
the record if
Oh,
one of them
neither.
submitted it right now.
It was like 3 hours though, right? Or not 3 hours. It was at least
as
2.
good as I used to be.
Something.
It's definitely a while.
Honestly, kind of killed it.
Yeah, no, I also expected, like, you know, I could probably just get a record. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Win the bosses.
True. Yeah, I didn't struggle on any bosses, actually. Actually, no, the one I struggled with was Fatal Frame.
Oh my god.
So Undertale, it's not as hard, but it's still like the same amount of density, so you can't move anywhere.
Can it submit it? Last part of the escape bugged out after the 5th crash for me,
I'm
so
getting
not a valid
bullied
video.
right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Dang.
That's unfortunate.
He's using the circles constantly on me.
Ah, no.
Stop! Stop that!
Ugh, poor Cosmo. Cosmo does not want to see the circles, and the kid does. And is.
He is a circle.
Ours not going to the penalty room. Unfortunate.
Please, just don't use the
You take the
circles, I
right
beg
path
you.
down
Throw
on
like
that
5
screen, you
Kirby's
go to a
if you have
penalty room.
I'll take
It's
that
crazy.
over.
It's just, you almost had the first try, and that's just what it is, you know?
Yeah. Then the business happened. Stop using circles!
When is time?
When you exit the tower.
Okay, that's coming up.
Get ready on time, I guess.
Yep.
Still got like 30 seconds or something, I suppose. Well, 10.
Clear.
Ooh, Cosmo with the Kirby.
Time, boys.
There you have it. As always, the final boss decides everything.
Unfortunate.
We love Pendulum! We love Pendulum!
What's the time?
143.21 from Arzztt.
what a
A
good game.
14321.
Nice.
Go to with the sauce for real, for real. That's my adventure of the game, Fangame Awards 2019.
They both played really good though. It was very close for almost the entire thing, essentially.
Shockingly close.
Man, I'm glad I played this game yesterday.
Yeah, it kind of came out like handy. King Dagger. Of course he would win.
King Dagger.
So we may see Arzztt attempt some of the extra bosses, so you'll get to watch that while Cosmo finishes up to the best of his
Sounds-
abilities.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
God, the hard mode versions of the attacks really are rough.
After credits, I'll go fight Reika.
Yes.
Credits are kind of long though. You might be able to win before these end.
Check this out. Clear.
Aw, so true. Cosmo beats the boss.
Alright. Now time for my escape.
Unfortunately, record, not a thing that's possible now.
Escape before my credits end.
Probably
Unfortunately.
Probably not.
But he gave
probably
it
have, like,
his
2
all,
minutes of credits left.
theoretically.
Yeah.
So now he has 15 minutes to get out.
15 minutes, and it's quite a bit harder.
Just going through these doors is gonna take 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I believe he was just saying the record would be 2 minutes from now. Which I'm assuming is not possible. Whoa, this RNG, bro.
Just run left. Things always work out if you just run left.
Usually, yeah. That's just life, honestly.
That is just life. Don't go right.
You know, check this out. Load
Huh.
up Super Mario Bros. On the NES.
That escape section
Start
like
it, one day,
was not even any
shut
different
the
between
game
the two
off.
versions. I
Alright,
wonder if
just-
they're the
just
same
give
and it's
up
just
move.
time.
Maybe, could be.
Nope, definitely not. We got the red bees making a return.
Yay.
Cosmo opting to play it very safe, which is pretty reasonable.
I was gonna say,
Yo,
Oh,
Sudashin, yo,
still went
you
for
have
that
a
little,
beautiful guy.
cross section between the bees.
The legends are here.
There's a guy in the middle here made the game everyone hated.
Yo, Gyudon 800
Oh,
yen.
Ash?
Yeah.
Ash is awesome. We love
Ash
Ash.
is awesome.
We love
We
Ash.
love
We love
Man,
Ash.
Ash is a good game.
Yeah, lots of people in the event did not like Ash.
For some reason.
Tragic.
We love the organizer of Fangame Dungeon.
I take it all back.
Fangame Dungeon, of course, the greatest event to
We all
be
forget
part
that
of
was
the
me,
Fangame Marathon or the Fangame community. Some might say flawless organization.
Alright, let's go fight Reika. So, question.
Yeah.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra!
Is it the top left path to Reika?
I love the way
or
you say it.
left bottom?
It's top left. Do not go left bottom.
Oh, is that Puffer?
That's
Wait, no,
Dum Drum.
Puffer is... That's Dum Drum. Okay.
You go top left. Past the mini boss floor.
Yeah. Alright. Can I easy mode up until the portrait and then just jump in?
Probably.
Yeah, okay.
The extra bosses in this game are pretty rough.
How's the run back going, by the way?
I'm making my way through the chupacabras right now.
Yeah. It's Undertale, you know?
Only one left. I would never die right now. It's true. I would never die.
Huge. Cosmo
I'm gonna be
pushing
honest, this time
through
I'm pretty close to your record.
past the Undertale.
What is it? Probably like
Well,
143?
What's your record?
I think it's like a 142.
That is not close to that.
Alright. I don't remember.
Probably like 5. Something like that, man. For not having played the game in months. Hot dog.
We love state food. State food. Fuck.
Yes, we do.
I can't believe he swore.
We love
He
the
shouldn't
fair.
say that.
Alright, the last hard room in the game.
And I'm almost the awesome.
I think there was a fruit fly on my eye just now, and I managed to kill it.
By blinking or what?
No, I kind of like rubbed my eye and I felt something come off.
Nice.
Arzztt committing, or Cosmo committing murder live on stream.
I didn't win against Arzztt, which means I definitely have to win against Skull.
Alright. Load game.
So this is a secret boss he's doing.
If you like anime,
Yep.
you'll like this
One of the secret bosses, one of the
That's true,
extras.
and I love that fight.
Ooh, fun.
It's decently enjoyable until like the last third, and then it's like, bruh, why?
That's not what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Seems like Cosmo's is he almost out of here? I don't.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Okay.
I'm gonna unsplit just
Oh
so
yeah,
we can.
he is. Yeah, he is. He literally is.
Gonna unsplit so we can see what time Cosmo's gonna get.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they put a sine wave on the Chupacabra, TF.
Get ready for the split.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, we both made it to final boss like seconds away from each other, and then I died.
Yeah, we
Time.
first tried everything. Hey,
151.30.
Hey, not bad, honestly.
Big ups.
So I did 8
probably
minutes
excellent.
behind, right about 8 minutes behind. Do.
Good.
Do we want to join them?
I'm pretty sure we're supposed to.
Probably.
All right, let's join them then.
Yeah.
How do I do that? I don't see them.
Hair, no, the hair, bro.
Wow.
Wolsk, did they hear Reika on stream?
No.
Okay, I'm going.
Let's go.
Oh, well, I mean, right now I have not the audio from the game playing.
That's so sad.
That's fair. You're here.
Yeah.
No.
Because if I did, it would be a mess.
No, it'd be nice.
That's fine. Let me just get in there real quick, anyways.
All right. Well, grats Arzztt on winning.
Thank you.
That ending was actually insane. How close you two were on the final boss. It was like insane to watch.
I was feeling pretty good.
I can't. How far did you get in the final phase the first time?
Probably like not even halfway through the hard part.
Ah, damn.
It wasn't that great.
Damn.
Yeah.
The final boss. It's every attempt is so long.
It's actually just so unbelievably hard.
Yeah, it was insane watching you both go at it at the same time.
Nice to see the exact comparisons.
So Arzztt ended at a 143.21, Cosmo about a 151.30.
Huge.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, that probably could have been like close to my PB if I never died.
Yeah, if you had first tried the boss, that would have been a new record for
Massive.
sure.
Dude, what was I supposed to do?
That's the Reika special.
It do be like that. Yeah, Reika's fun until the end,
Yeah.
and then it's just prey.
When the walkers arrive, all hope is lost.
All right, which is the best and the least best boss of the extras?
Okay, so let's the least best. 3, 2, 1.
Dumb drum.
Yeah, fuck Dumb Drum.
Oh my god, what like how is it possible to just destroy?
Okay, Porky Puffer is also some dog water. However,
Dumb Drum is on another level of terrible.
But Porky Puffer is at least pretty random.
Yeah.
Dumb Drum just it's so much to learn.
It's learning and it's boring too. It's the perfect combo.
True. Well, the best one's obviously hold on. 3, 2, 1. Patchouli.
100%.
Reika.
That's fair. That's fair. Reika's my second favorite.
Yeah, I mean it's not really stiff competition, I'd say.
No, not really. The competition, Dumb Drum. I forgot to shoot the boss this entire time.
The Reika avoidance.
That's a race between me, Cosmo, and Flavia. Flavia's Dumb Drum. I hate to say it. It is what it is,
The guy you actually don't need to worry about.
He would never steal your girl.
Oh! What a dodge. The Papyrus Skull dodge.
Yeah, when I got to extra, I think I went to Reika, and then grinded it until I beat it and got rather upset because of the ending. And then I I didn't know where any of them were, so then I think I went to Dumb Drum and played that for a while and was like,
oh,
I'm
no!
out. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think I've actually played Pachi, I think I've just seen her.
Oh yeah, so good.
What I did is I played Pendulum the day it came out for 10 hours, and then I saw the extra, and I was like, alright, I'm done with this.
Oh. Yeah, I reached the avoidance phase of Dumb Drum once, and I was like, if there's no save, I'm quitting. And then I died, and there was no save, and then I quit, yeah.
Escape.
Yep,
It's rough, because when you actually know the boss, the avoidance phase is the only hard part too, and it's so hard I can't do it!
Yeah, hold on, let me...
I beat Reika, by the way.
I was about to say, this attempt is too good.
Nice.
Bruh, how does he do it?
He's nuts.
Alright, I guess I go to Patchouli now.
Alright, I'll go to Patchouli as well.
Yeah, Patchouli is probably my favorite destination fight.
I just like destination fights in general.
That is also true.
You know, I would say that, and then the fight, so, to give some lore to the people who don't know, the extra bosses are all based on bosses from Dagger's previous works. The one that Patchouli is based on is from Prism. See, the thing about Prism is the destination boss in that is, horrible.
I think it's really long and not, super interesting, but I wouldn't call it horrible. It's just, a little boring.
Being long and not interesting is maybe the worst thing you can do.
I definitely didn't mind it back when I beat it. It was, a lot worse when I first beat it, so to be fair.
Oh, Patchouli, my beloved.
Alright, I'm making my way to Patchouli.
Yeah, I wish that I had gone here instead of Dumb Drum.
More production value than Razzer could ever believe.
Let's get it.
Don't pull a Java, how dare you? School.
Oh my god, this song is so
it's
good.
Actually such a slapper, yeah.
It's so good. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I beat any of these extra fights. However, this song is a banger.
Yeah, the whole time people were listening to her record my jumps.
That's so unfortunate. Wait, actually, no, that's not unfortunate.
That's
No, that
not
song goes
unfortunate.
hard.
That's a banger.
It's just not the Record My Jumps version, but it is that song.
Alright.
Alright.
We'll take it.
Look, I didn't need people in chat to fact check it. I'm aware.
Hey, did you beat the boss yet?
Patchouli? No, this boss is so long, dude. No, the rocks. No, the rocks.
Dwayne!
Oh, the rocks! Oh god! Oh god!
You gotta watch out for
the massive
Dwayne.
explosion.
The giant enemy rocks.
No, okay, whatever. That's it. I'm not showing off the rest because the rest sucks.
Oh, good try.
Alright, we got my attempt. Never mind, it ended. Alright, that's it.
Yerky. Script mix circle from engines.
Yep, good race, my main man.
Yeah, that was very good.
Firm handshake, rat on camera.
Yo, it's rat time.
It's ratting time.
Oh, and we got a banger.
I'll be the judge of that.
Christmas delivery song.
Could be.
Which one?
That is how it goes.
Wait, hold on.
That's a little jammies.
Hold on. Let me, I'm trying to remember what stage it is. It isn't. It's not that.
No, it's the more intense one. With the guitar.
The more intense one? What?
It's kind of like spooky sounding.
Oh, is it the... Is it the Pokemon?
It's a Final Fantasy song, it seems like.
What is this song? Hold on.
What is
Oh, Factory.
Right, it is the factory.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Factory. Alright, clear.
Clear. So, we got nothing going on tomorrow, right? I believe that is the plan.
No, because the Game Awards are happening, and we're gonna lose views if we do that.
So true.
That is actually the only reason why. That's not true.
Follow Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley Nikes.
Jeff Keighley! We love the Game Awards! We love the Game Awards! Does anyone know when the Game Awards are?
I think it's 7.
7?
I can
Let me
check
actually look at my
exactly.
Discord.
Because I actually have a reminder in my phone. It's
If-
6 p.m. my time, MST. So,
Okay.
So that's probably 8 p.m. Yeah, it's
8 p.m. EST, yeah.
I need to find some dumbasses to watch the Game Awards with.
Well, Froob got you covered for sure.
Oh, true, he always does that. Maybe, you know... What? It's the Game Awards, but it's 70% trailers, you know?
I'm fine with that. I want to see new games coming out that I won't
I
buy.
was gonna say.
I only want to see the new games coming out.
Yeah.
I want to see Jeff Keighley.
That's also
True.
fair. That is also fair.
Well, yeah, the schedule is nothing tomorrow. Anuj versus Jabba on the 9th, which is in 2 days. December 10th is Joe Pagu versus Canis, and that's going to be of the entire FSR Bronze Plus list, minus 100 trials, I think.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing that one. It's basically it's gonna be 10 games, really short ones.
And there's a whole bunch of other things that are planned. As mentioned many times in the stream, !Arena is some information about it. You can join the Discord. If you want to set up your own race, that's the place to do it. We're accepting any and all. Well, we're considering any and all
Yeah.
Okay, I have some live breaking news. Technically, it is actually Anuj's birthday today. Happy birthday, Anuj!
No way.
Let's go. Happy birthday,
Happy
Anuj.
birthday, Anuj!
Idea for Ray's Big Matter Mind Super. Hey, you gotta get Nal to play that, not me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Now versus Yusuf race.
Yeah, right now in terms of future races, we have Eclipse and Save the Ship as possibilities, as well as Reach the Moon. So those are ones that'll maybe happen.
I'm doing. I forgot to get it to the schedule, but I'm doing See the Moon versus Skull on Monday,
Monday.
7 p.m.
Oh, no hackies?
Right, Tuesday, Skull. I forgot I'm part of that now.
Don't worry, Skull. That just means more practice.
That's true. You get. I did my one playthrough today. I can't play the game anymore. You get all the practice you want.
Now look at the benefits.
I have like a full 3 days to forget all the traps, and let me tell you, I will.
So yeah, people, be sure to join the Discord and get your own races going. There's a whole bunch of people in there willing to race, I'm sure. So find a game that you want to do. It doesn't have to just be 2 people. It can be up to 4, but you know, 2 is definitely easier on our lives.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's easier on my server.
That too. It's like an extra $2.
It actually isn't, but
No, it's like 50 cents.
no, it's not. It's not even.
Who's ready to host Break the Record?
Oh yeah, we talked about doing that, didn't we?
Yeah, I've been thinking about something like that for a while. I just had no idea what game. So I had a thought a long time ago of like a Run the Marathon tourney, and we actually got a version made that had seeded RNG that you could set per run. So like, that would have been a cool thing to do, is like have a run and then say like, all right, each person do seed 49 or whatever, and then you both have the same RNG as you go through, and you have a tourney of just Run the Marathon.
That would be super kawaii.
It's just
That
that
sounds
was like
cool.
years ago, and I don't think there's enough interest. Maybe we'll try someday.
Perchance.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye. Thanks everyone for joining today.
Thanks for watching.
We're gonna.
Thanks for watching.
We're gonna
See you
we're gonna
Friday.
go, and yeah, we'll see you in a couple days for Bosby.
We love Bosby.
We love
Bosby.
Yeah.
Bosby.
Bill Cosby.
Not that one.
Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.